Not so fast, Lone Star.
Helmet. So, at last we meet for the first time for the last time.
Before you die, there is something you should know about us, Lone Star.
What?
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing, which is what you are about to become.
Round one, fight!
Welcome, welcome. I am your father's brother's cousin's neighbor's former movie hero, and that makes me your host for this evening. Welcome. This is Tournament Fights, episode number 284. It's comedy mystery turn number 3. So if you've been following along with us, we have had 2 of these already. This is 3. There will be 4 just original mystery comedy tournaments, followed by a 5th one, which will be at the end of the month. That'll be a championship episode, and it'll be the Sweet 16 of all of these comedy tournaments. So I'm gonna have a blast talking about these random comedy movies, and I'm more excited tonight because I have seen every movie on the list, and I watched one for this to run up my list that I'll talk about when I get there. But yeah, I am your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and let's bring in our panel for tonight. We'll start with my co-host, as always, Austin Pez Howell.
I just want to let you know, Jordan, that evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
Yep.
Yeah. And I fully believe that. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's an interesting tournament. There's quite a few animated movies tonight, so I'm sure that'll make one of our panelists very happy. But yeah, there's quite a few when I was making the bracket.
Yeah, because there's a lot of these movies on the panel that they're like considered comedy, but maybe they're not like laugh out loud funny. Like the one I watched for tonight, which you'll see, I didn't really laugh out loud, but I was like what's amusing and kind of fun, you know? So yeah, just that kind of thing. So yeah, but also joining us tonight, he is an animation guy, so we'll bring in Brian Nussbaum.
Yeah, quite a few.
How's it going?
Yeah, comedy. Yeah, this should be interesting. Better list of that part 2, I would say. There's some good heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some solid heavy hitters. So, and as always, they're all completely and totally random. Just to remind everyone, so you might get heavy hitters, and some of these tournaments you don't, because they're just a mixed bag. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But we also have joining us. We got Steven Shepard.
Steven,
how's it going, Steven?
What's going on, sir?
Hey, yeah, I have some blind spots, some big blind spots, in fact. But I've seen most of the movies on the list, so
mm-hmm. Nice, sounds good. We also have Matt Mageau, aka Soda. What's up?
Hey, yeah, I too have seen majority of the movies on the list, and there's definitely one that when I looked at it stood out as didn't really expect it to be considered comedy. So I can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah. Well, the beauty of this is that when I went to my flick chart, all of them were under the comedy tag. That doesn't mean that like maybe all of us just like even consider them comedies ourselves, but the website did, so I included them, and we can talk about them whether or not we actually think that they're a comedy or not. Then that's fair. It's a fair thing to assess. So yeah, right. But then we might have one more person. Well, we will have one more person join us here in a little bit. So, but until he gets here, Austin, you want to break it down and let everyone know how it's going to work for any first timers or newbies to the show?
No, this is part 3 of the comedy mystery series. So what's going to happen is all the Sweet 16s from all these first 4 parts are going to go into one final kind of comedy championship tournament. So we've already had Sweet 16s from part 1 and 2 move on thus far, and it'll be the same here this evening. And then just from there, just see which wins the actual bracket. So it's pretty simple. It'll work like any other comedy kind of or any one of our mystery series. And speaking of Men in Mystery. JPO is here. How's it going, JPO?
Who's James Martin?
Hey, dude.
James Martin, that's the character from B. John Malkovich.
Did anyone know that? Did
No.
any human being here know that?
No.
Holy shit, deep cut.
That's
deep cut by Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm Jonah Hill.
Yes.
We like to be cryptic, so I guess.
All right.
Anyways,
That's how it works, but it's like every other tournament, so we'll just move fairly quickly. Just quick thoughts on each one, and we'll just see what wins part 3 here. So, ready to roll?
All right. Let's do it.
All right, let's get it rolling. We'll hit our first match on the JPOs here. We'll scroll over. We got Everything Everywhere All at Once. Take on Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Which might be the only one you could slightly consider anything like comedy in there.
There's a lot of comedic stuff in there, especially when they get to the fish out of water stuff in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. It's definitely the funniest of the one with the original cast. I'll get it for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, but JPO, big stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that fourth one here. I don't remember really like clinging to me too much. Maybe it's worth a watch. You guys will let me know. But I was just hyping to my friend Corey the other day, who somehow still hasn't seen Everything Everywhere. I was like, yeah, dude, I just did my top 10 of the decade so far anyway, the first half of 2020s, and it's in there, man. I love this film here, so I know Everything Everywhere.
Yeah. Soda, what do you say?
Yeah, same here. It's been a minute since I've seen Voyage Home, although I have been thinking about doing a rewatch of that series. But Everything Everywhere All at Once is just a far superior film across the board. Oscar winning and all that jazz. So I'm gonna give it to that one.
Yeah, good. Steven, what do you say?
So I haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh God, you too?
Get out.
I really want to.
Shitty
I
movie,
I love movies about alternate universes, so I want to.
You don't.
Star Trek 4. I always thought it because it was the most successful financially of all the earlier Star Trek movies. And people always seem to list it as one of their favorite of the Trek movies. And it was never for me, I wouldn't put it up there with Wrath of Khan or The Undiscovered Country. But I still enjoyed it a lot. Of course, I enjoyed almost all of the Star Trek movies. So I'll go with Voyage Home.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, just make a hot take. I'm not a big fan of Everything All at Once. It goes a bit too long, but I did enjoy seeing James Hogg and Keegan part of the film. Star Trek Voyage Home for me is my top 5 favorite Star Trek films. I do enjoy the comedy aspect, the fish out of water aspect. I would go with Voyage Home on this one.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I like Star Trek overall. Not the biggest OG Star Trek fan. A couple of those movies are all right, but not my bag. Not the biggest fan of Everything Everywhere All at Once either. I think it's a tad overhyped, but I'll vote for this round.
Yeah, well, I really like both these because this is my favorite of the original Star Trek movies because I just love the fish out of water aspect when they get to Earth and especially Spock and I think there's some fun stuff there. And when they're just riding around in trolley cars in San Francisco and stuff like that. But and then Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was my number 1 movie of 2022. That movie ruled. It was awesome. And there's a lot of humor, especially from Jamie Lee Curtis, I felt, but also Kiwi Kwan. I mean, they all kind of bring a little bit of their own kind of that subtle humor in there. It's not like it's laugh out loud, but there's some funny stuff. I mean, just all the different dimensions that they go in. There's some crazy stuff. They got dildo fights. They got hot dog fingers. They got rocks where they're just rocks with no sound and only subtitles. There's a lot of cool stuff that's funny. So yeah, I'll go with Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, Everything Everywhere all through tonight.
I didn't even realize it's a comedy.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of comedic stuff.
Oh
in there.
yeah.
Sure. All right, we got Borat versus Amelie.
Fights.
Yeah,
Great.
this is a bizarre
I
matchup.
never
but-
finished Borat, and I've never seen Amelie. I've only ever seen the trailer. So just based on that, even though I cannot stand the movie, I'm going to give it to Borat because I've seen it. and I'm
Yeah.
glad it's out of the way.
Sure. Yeah.
I like the
Steven, what do
second
you
one
say?
though. The second one
Oh.
was really good, but for some reason, this first one just did not do it for me.
Mhm.
All right.
That's Stu.
Yeah, Steven.
There's another case of I've seen one but not the other. So I'll go with the one I've seen because it is actually I thought really funny, and that's Borat.
Yeah. Brian.
I haven't seen Omni, but Borat was a big surprise. A lot of good laughs, especially the whole naked fight with Borat and Azamat. Always cracked me
Yeah.
up so much. Some great scenes, especially him buying a bear and an ice cream truck to scare in shoes, and the warrior sequence makes me laugh a lot. I'll go Borat.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, still haven't seen Amelie yet. Maybe I'll get around to it eventually. But Borat, is still one of my favorite comedies. Like I love that movie so much. Me and my dad, I still remember just seeing that movie opening weekend, and there was a theater full of people just falling out of their chairs laughing. That movie is great in a theater with the crowd. It just works. So I'll go Borat.
That might have been my
Yeah.
problem. I just watched it at home with a buddy of mine.
Dude,
If I don't watch it
seeing
with
it in a
crowded
theater
theaters,
opening
maybe,
weekend is an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. Yeah,
I can
that
imagine.
movie played. Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think Amelie's really good, but I don't necessarily laugh all that much. But it is she's a really like pleasant character and stuff. But Borat though, yeah, that is like really really funny. There's so many scenes like when he steps on the elevator and he's like, "This is a very nice room. I will not be moving to a smaller room." And he thinks the elevator is his room because he's from a third world country, or like him trying to act like a gangster. He's like a bang bang skeet skeet, and he's like trying to low ride his pants and everything. Like there's some good stuff, and there's even like little subtle things like if you watch it multiple times, you'll catch little things that he says, and it's just like so good. It's just making everyone uncomfortable. So so I'll go for Borat.
Yeah, JPO.
But JP.
Yeah, no, I'm a high school student when Borat came out, so all throughout school. Just high five, my wife.
Yeah.
That's what's
Very nice.
not.
Yeah.
That was just constantly being said. I think even one of my old Xbox gamer tags was high five. Borat for sure for me.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Let's go Borat.
I will admit to helping giving my friend a Borat bikini using tuck tape at work.
Sure.
Oh dang.
Nice. There's a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Rick Moranis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a Rick Moranis match. We got Ghostbusters versus Spaceballs. So
There we go.
this is a heavy hitter one. Steven.
Yet another match where I've seen one but not the other.
Okay.
Your viewing habits are weird.
You haven't seen Ghostbusters, huh? Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like maybe one or two Mel Brooks movies, and Spaceballs is not one of them.
You know?
But I love Ghostbusters, so I'll go with Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Brian, what do you say?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, this is a very.
Sorry, I was on another tab.
This is a great matchup. I think both of these should move on, but it's close. But I'll go with Spaceballs because we don't see that much on tournament fights.
Yeah. Sounds good. Austin.
No, these are both very, very close. They're both great, very, very watchable. I've seen them both in the theater, luckily, actually, a couple times. Yeah, I don't see Spaceballs as much as we probably should on here, and Ghostbusters shows up a lot. So you know what? I'll switch it up, and I think the better Rick Moranis performance. If we're going Rick Moranis, Spaceballs, I think he's great in that movie. So go Spaceballs. Jordan.
Yeah. I think they're both two classics for me. They're both really, really good. I think maybe like Ghostbusters might be a little bit of the better movie, but man, Spaceballs, it's just so good. There's just so many lines, like the whole time thing where they're like watching themselves on the screen. Like, we're like, what the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie? Now, that's what you're looking at now. Everything that happened in this movie is happening now. What happened to then? We passed then, or
go back to then.
Yeah, right.
Look now.
Yeah, right. or comb the desert, and they get out to the desert with giant, like huge combs, and like, man, we ain't found shit.
Or the alien sequence.
Good stuff. Yeah. There's some good stuff in there, so I'll go Spaceballs. Yeah. Yeah, GPO.
Well, you guys are fucking up my voting thoughts because, like, now you're giving me all Spaceball high. Like, three of you, you know, like now I just want to like join the bandwagon. Because this is close. These are top 10 '80s comedies. So like close. Just because I feel like it's about to landslide it, I'll show Ghostbusters some love and give it weirdly the pity vote so far.
Yeah, right.
That's fine. Soda.
So this is interesting for me because I'm torn between which one I like better and which one's the better Rick Moranis performance. If we're gonna go by
fight. We made that up.
I know. So yeah, I'm gonna go with which is the better Rick Moranis performance. I'm gonna give it to Spaceballs. Because if we're doing my favorites, it would definitely be Ghostbusters. But you're right, Ghostbusters always goes through. Spaceballs doesn't really get much love. So
yeah.
Okay, well, Spaceballs right here. I don't think it's really an upset. They're both pretty below.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not that I don't like the movie. It's just my personal list of Mel Brooks is based on rewatchability, so it's like a number 5.
And then that weird crossover of John Candy was almost Rick Moranis and Ghostbusters. So that's also
right.
like a weird crossover thing. All right, I got Zombieland and Spy with Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
So Brian.
Yeah, both great comedies. Zombieland was the first time I watched before last year, actually, but I saw it first time, thought about it first time. But yeah, I do enjoy both of these, but I will go with Spy. I have more laughs to say, and Jason Statham does a great surprising comedic performance, so I'll go with Spy.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I think I'll go Zombieland. Spy is one of the more tolerable Melissa McCarthy movies, but I think it's mainly because of my Jason Statham. I think it's mainly because of my Jason Statham love of him doing almost a parody of himself, which is pretty great, and he really steals that movie. But Zombieland is awesome, and I think I saw it like 3 times in theaters. Like that movie just clicks. So I'll go Zombieland.
Yeah, Zombieland is a hell of a lot of fun. It's in my top 64. That movie is really, really good. I mean. And also, I too remember the first time that I got to brush my hair over a girl's ear, like he does in the movie, and also like there's just so many great zombie kills, a great opening scene, and then they go back to Cynthia Knickerbocker with the kill of the week with the piano, and then also the Bill Murray scene. That stuff's fun. So yeah, I'll go with Zombieland.
All right, JP.
Yeah, JP.
No, it's a decent round. Yeah, this is a good Melissa McCarthy vehicle. You know why? Because her husband had nothing to do with it. It's always a good time.
Yep.
Sorry, but yeah, her and Mila Jovovich stop working with their husbands. So I do like Spy, but yeah, Zombieland to me is just I love the zombie concept. I think it's great for both drama and in this case, obviously comedy. The world they built around it and the chemistry between those four. I can't wait for the third one. Maybe another 10 years we'll get a third one because we'll have to get that second one. So yeah, I really love that this chemistry between the four. So I'm gonna go with Zombieland as well.
Yeah. Soda, what do you say?
I saw Spy once. I liked it, laughed out loud, all that stuff. But Zombieland did something for me that it's very hard to do, and that is actually get me to like a zombie film because out of all the monsters, that is not the one that does it for me. But there are a couple that I've enjoyed, but this is probably number 1. This was a great take on the zombie genre. Jesse Eisenberg, I think, is one of his best roles outside of Social Network. Is his best role outside of Social Network. So I'm gonna go with Zombieland.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
Well, we already lost one Bill Murray movie, so we got to put the other one through.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so Zombieland.
Let's do it.
Okay, Zombieland. Moving on. Okay, and we got the Super Mario Brothers movie, the recent one, and Paranorman. So we got an animated match here. We might have like I said, we might have quite a few animated matchups here this evening. So we'll see what happens. This is a tricky matchup because I think Paranorman's really underrated. Speaking of zombies, it's kind of got a zombie vibe to it. Kid who's like obsessed with old movies. Some nice nods to that. This is tricky because I did really like the Super Mario Brothers movie too. I think it's one of the better kind of video game adaptations. I'll go with Super Mario. I had a lot of fun with that one. Jordan?
Yeah, this one's really good too. Yeah, I actually really like both of these. I think that Paranorman is really great. I think that there's a great score, like for an animated movie. It's really good. And Is it Tim Burton here? I can't remember if it is.
No, it's like
but-
Travis
Oh,
Light.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but it has that kind of feel to it. So, and then the Super Mario Brothers movie. I remember I saw that 3 times in theaters just because I'm a Mario guy and I just like what they did. And I went back with like different family members. My nephews hadn't seen it and they wanted to see it. And one of them I saw opening weekend. It was a packed house too, and it had been a while since I'd been in a packed house. So one of those rare times where you walk in and for whatever reason the AMC down the road from me does not have where you get to pick your own seats. So like that's really dumb. They need to have that because we walked in and we're like, oh, like the theater's nearly full, so we got to sit in the front. So but that's fine. I just appreciate that theater's being full again, and yeah, I thought that it was great, and I thought some of the voice casting would just take me out of it, but weirdly, it really didn't, and so I'm really looking forward to what they do next. I'm not really sure what the next one's gonna be. I know they had some like talked about it just a little bit, and I know we're getting a Zelda movie also. So yeah, I'll go with Mario Bros. GPU.
Yeah, for tonight because it's comedy. I don't always go by the rewatchability factor, especially when it's like drama versus comedy. But for tonight, I'll probably do that sometime. So Mario Brothers is probably the one I'll return to more. So I'll go Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn between this one because one is I think is criminally underrated. Paranorman. It's a really good movie. But also on the other hand, Super Mario Brothers is in my top 100, and it's also got a special memory. It's the first movie my niece ever sat all the way through. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Super Mario Brothers on this one, just because at least this one has a emotional connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I also forgot about the little Luma star. That thing had some funny lines. Like, yeah. You're like, yay, more meat for the meat grinder, or whatever. They're like throwing out little line. But Steven.
So I haven't
Hello.
seen.
Yeah, someone answer their phone. You gotta do it live on air.
I want to answer it.
Yeah.
When you said hello, I thought for a second, did I forget to unmute myself?
No. That's all right.
So I haven't seen either. So I'll choose the one that if I had them both in front of me, which one would I see first? And that's probably Paranorman.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah,
Hello?
hello?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see both of these. I do enjoy Paranorman, but I have lost fun with Super Mario Bros. A great 92-minute movie as well for an anime film.
Yep.
It's a great voice cast, some great Easter eggs like the PlayStation theme, even the Mario Bros. Rap as well for the commercial. I also surprised came by the original voice actor Charles Martinet, so I go with Super Mario Bros.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
right,
but I was just gonna say, shout out to everyone tuning in. We got quite a few people watching, so just shout out to the people in the comment section. We got Malcolm, we got Chris Diaz, we got Acres of Movies. So hey, thanks for tuning in.
All right. Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Shaun of the Dead. Jordan.
Yeah. And I'll also say, if you're watching right now and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do it because that really helps us out. But anyways, I don't always want to say that only at the end of the show. But for this one, this one is a good matchup here. I think that Forgetting Sarah Marshall is really good. I really like Jason Segel. He's probably the standout for me, but it has a good ensemble cast. But just something about Shaun of the Dead, like that trilogy, it just really, really good. And yeah, I'm a big fan of when Simon Pegg and Nick Frost get together, especially with Edgar Wright. So I hope that they do something again sometime. So I'll go with Shaun of the Dead.
Okay. JPO.
This is a hella tough round for me. I love both of these here. I'm a big fan of both of these. Maybe just again, like kind of like I've been confused before. Let's even it up. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Y'all decide. I don't want to do this.
Sure.
Okay.
Soda.
Sorry about that, guys. My grandpa was trying to call the house.
Okay.
Who has a landline anymore? What the hell's going
My
on?
parents, my parents. My dad is old school and he can't.
Yes.
Does not want to get rid of it. Anyways, forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Shaun of the Dead is one of the great horror comedies of all time. Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
But yeah, Soda, your camera must have an auto zoom. When you walk back there, the whole screen goes.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, really? Weird.
I've
But
tried.
it's all good.
I don't know how to turn it off.
No worries. but Steven, what do you say?
I'd hate to vote against Shaun of the Dead because it is easily my favorite of the three, Edgar Wright movies that are on here.
Yeah.
But I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall, so I'm going to vote for Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
Yep. Brian.
Yeah, I see both of these been a while since they saw that. I'm doing rewatching it. But I do enjoy Forgetting Sarah Marshall's good welcome. Siegel and Cruz had good chemistry. Even they enjoyed the Jacqueline musical at the end. I'll go Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah. And Austin.
No, both really solid here. But if you're going to give me kind of a regular comedy versus a horror comedy, I might lean more towards horror comedy because the great ones are kind of hard to come by. So I'll go Shaun of the Dead. But that'll give us our first tie. So JPO, first tiebreaker yourself.
No, I said I didn't want to do this.
Yeah. Oh no,
Guys,
sorry.
My plan did not work.
Yes.
I'm a softie at heart. I'm gonna say Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
All right, no, fair enough. Okay, all right. So
But I hope though, because Ross said there's a rumor they might make a Luigi's Mansion spin-off. That'd be cool. I really hope they do. So
yeah, should be fun. All right, we got Inside Out 2 from last year, and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So we got a 2024 matchup here.
All right.
All right, so we're back down to you, JPO. So you got to go again. What you got?
No, this one's pretty easy for me here. I didn't mind Frozen Empire, but it definitely also suffocated from the too many characters, too many cooks in the kitchen, and this kind of felt the shell. Didn't have the same heart and focus that the last one with Jason Reitman behind the camera had. So it had fun, but it's kind of a forgettable sequel to a degree here. Well, Inside Out 2, I thought was a brilliant sequel. I thought it really mastered, again, that next level of growing up. There's some really well-written scenes that will really leave you all full clap. So Inside Out 2.
Yeah. Very verklempt here. Yeah. Shout out to the SNL 50th when Mike Myers came back and reprised that.
Not to me like butter.
Yeah, but Soda, what do you say? So
I haven't gotten around to seeing Inside Out 2 yet. Frozen Empire, I really like it. Every time I watch it, it grows on me more and more. So I'm gonna give it to Frozen Empire.
Yeah, and Chris Diaz, no, Frozen Empire is not that bad to just move it forward. We'll at least talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I normally say, Chris, calm down.
Yeah, right. Calm down. Yeah, but Steven.
Yeah, I think Frozen Empire is actually quite underrated. I'll go with Frozen Empire.
It's rated.
Yeah.
even though when it was part of Universal Studios Nights of Horror, that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Disappointing.
Oh really? It was. Dang.
Yeah.
That was like when me and Austin went in the Universal Monsters one was really disappointing. Their flagship one, and it was not that good.
Yeah.
but Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2 is decent. It has too many plot holes in there. Like you could cut a few plots there. But Inside Out 2
plot holes.
Plot holes, yeah. But I'll go Inside Out 2 on this one. It was a great surprise, and yeah, some great new characters. Paul Howell was a great voice actor, so go Inside Out 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Austin,
Yeah, I think you meant to say Frozen Empire has too many plot lines or subplots, going on. There's one too many. Yeah, like I said, just a few too many. It's kind of the same problem that Beetlejuice has. Is like there's few too many.
Yeah, I
other
meant to
things
say
going
that
on.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little like unfocused because there's just too many things kind of going on. You could have condensed a few storylines, combined a few characters, things like that, and it'd be fine. But overall, like Frozen Empire is fine while you're watching it. I don't like hate it. I'm not like John Campio where it's like the 10 worst movies of the year. Like that's kind of absurd. Then you didn't watch.
yeah.
Then you didn't watch enough movies, bro. I saw way worse movies than this. But I also wasn't a huge fan of Inside Out 2. I wasn't as hyped as kind of everybody else seemed to be. I thought it was okay. A lot of kind of retread of the first one for me. So I'll go with one that I had slightly higher in my overall 2024 list, which is Frozen Empire. Jordan?
Yeah, so initially I had Frozen Empire higher on my best movies of 2024, but then it slowly just moved down and out of there because I gave it a second rewatch and it was good, but yeah, there's just too much going on. Like I agree with that. Like you can take out Patton Oswalt, take out Kumail and Johnny, like whatever he's doing. Maybe condense even the McKenna Grace stuff down just a little bit, and then some of the OG, especially Bill Murray, just in he was bored or something. I don't know. So there would have been a little
Bill
more.
Murray isn't it just enough to advertise him? Like he literally hey, did you forget about me?
Yeah, right.
He's like, hey, I'm Bill Murray. I'm here for the finale. Are we ready to do that yet?
Okay, great.
Yeah. Sell some more tickets.
Yeah.
I only have to be here for the one set and show up to the one studio set like today. Are we ready to go? Let's go.
Yeah, right. But I did like Paul Rudd and Carrie Coon and them in there. If they would have focused more maybe on their characters, I would have liked that more. But Inside Out 2 was great. That movie really surprised me. I went in not really sure if I was gonna like it, and there's another one that was like a pretty packed house. So I mean, usually on average we're getting about 3 or 4 a year where it's just packed. But so I mean that's not a lot, but still, I mean at least we're getting some. But and yeah, I liked it just as much as the first one. It's hard to say which one I like better because they're both good in their own ways, but it's really good, and they did a great job just really focusing on those really awkward teenage years for Riley, and I think that it worked pretty well. So I'll go Inside Out 2.
All right, so we got our second tie in a row, but this time we move up to Soda. What you got?
I'm gonna give it to Ghostbusters.
Oh, see, Diaz, we could just scoot it on. See, told you. You never know sometimes.
It is funny that the original Ghostbusters doesn't make it through, but Frozen Empire.
This one does.
Well, see, and that's why I didn't really fight against it because I saw the list, so I know what's on there.
Yeah.
But also, I haven't seen Inside Out 2, so there's no way.
Well, Inside Out 1, we'll see in a little while here on the screen. So it's also
there you go.
So
he's confused.
So we got another Pixar match because we got Ratatouille and Coco.
Who picked this list? Was it Brian?
Yeah,
well,
right.
It just happens to be this just happened to be one that's very animated heavy tonight. So yeah, I didn't realize that until I started making the actual bracket. I was like, oh geez, I'm pulling a lot of animated posters tonight. Okay, but Soda, we're on you again. So what you got?
Okay, so I haven't seen Ratatouille in a really long time. So I'm gonna give it to Coco because it is a phenomenal movie, and I mean, who doesn't tear up with Remember Me at the end? I'm gonna give it to Coco because it's just too good of a movie.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
I mean, this is kind of an interesting match because I think Coco is by far the better of the two, but I also think Ratatouille is the funnier of the two, since this is comedy.
Comedy.
But but it's Coco still has some laughs, so I'll give it to Coco because I do like it more.
Sure.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, this is matchup. Coco is a great Dos Santos movie about the dead. Ratatouille is good film about cooking. But since we're focused on comedy, I will go Ratatouille because it has more comedy elements in there.
Yeah. Austin.
Well, and if Ratatouille moves on, we'll have a Patton Oswalt match with that in Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So that's kind of bizarre. Yeah. But no, I mean, these are both really good. I think the one I've seen more is probably Ratatouille, actually. And I love to cook, so I love movies kind of about, they're really getting into culinary stuff, and I dig it. So I'll actually go Ratatouille here.
So Coco I saw in theaters, but Ratatouille I was really late to. I saw it like at least like 5 years after it came out, like quite a while. So, and when I finally watched it, I was like, man, like I shouldn't have been sleeping on this movie because it's actually really good. And yeah, it definitely has more of the comedic stuff with all the other rats kind of running around and like him just trying to causing shenanigans in the kitchen and all that stuff. Maybe we'll get I can't remember. Did Everything Everywhere All at Once move on? We got to get a Ratatouille versus Ratatouille or like Ratatouille from the Everything Everywhere All at Once. But yeah, I'll go with Ratatouille.
Okay, JP.
JP.
Yeah, it's a super close one here. I can do rewatching both, but I'll go with Ratatouille. What I'm feeling right now.
Okay, so Ratatouille actually beats Coco tonight. All right, so we will have a Pat Oswalt matchup on the next round.
Not often that's going to happen.
Yeah, not too many.
Anyone ever had Ratatouille? The food? I'm just curious.
No,
that's
like
a rare dish.
No.
Yeah.
Really.
What if it's any good?
We got more animation because we got Wreck-It Ralph and
Jeez,
A Bug's Life.
This is heavy anime. Jeez.
I told you there was a lot. There's quite a few. It's almost like animated versus live action tonight, like half and half. It's very close. All right, Steven.
Oh, this is kind of hard actually. Hold on.
That's what she said.
Just barely, I'll go with Wreck-It Ralph.
All right.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bugs Life fan. It's one of my least favorite Pixar movies, but I do enjoy Wreck-It Ralph. I did love the voice work. I love the video game Easter eggs you get there. I'll go Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I think the one I've gone back to more is probably Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I like the dynamic of kind of the main characters, like the Fix It Felix stuff with Jack McBrayer, and I love King Candy, the Alan Tudyk, like King Candy. He's clearly doing an Ed Wynn thing, like from Mary Poppins, like he's doing the Ed Wynn voice. Yeah. Oh, it's King Candy. Oh, it's so wonderful. Like, yeah, it's clearly like this Ed Wynn like tribute, which I really appreciate. Yeah, it's really
glasses
great.
With glasses.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fun stuff. I enjoy that a lot. So I'll go Wreck-It Ralph here.
Yeah, this one's pretty close for me because I think as far as like comedies, like they both of them have a decent amount because like for A Bug's Life you got like Heimlich in there, the big like caterpillar guy. You got the ladybug that's a guy, but everyone I'm thinking it's a girl because the ladybug, and they make him look like a girl. And then you got the two little roly-poly guys. So, I mean, there's some decent amount of humor in there. But then same with Wreck-It Ralph. And I think Wreck-It Ralph's pretty well written too. Like just like they even have like the thing where all the villains get together for like some kind of groups like therapy thing, and they're like, just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy. So there's fun stuff. It's really close. You know what? I think I'll give some love to A Bug's Life and see what happens. So. But JP.
Yeah, no, I don't mind A Bug's Life, but it's not one I've gone back to a lot, even within the shorter time frame. Wreck-It Ralph is one I'll return to. I love the video game world, even like the invasion of the kind of Halo-like world and whatnot. So Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, Soda.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Bug's Life I've only seen once, but Wreck-It Ralph is a great video game movie. The originality, I love how all the crossover IPs. Jack McBrayer as Felix Fix It, right?
Yep. I forgot Felix
Jr.
Yeah, Felix Fix It Jr. Gotta love him, so I'm gonna give it to Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, but Jonathan, no, this is not an April Fool's Day match. This is actually a comedy tournament.
Yeah, no. But a lot of these, again, if you look them up on IMDb or Wikipedia, they say like animated comedy, things like that. So they all count. Yeah,
so it
for
counts.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, it counts. Just when Jordan was picking that, unfortunately, this flick chart was heavy on the animation this time. The movie, it just was what it was.
Wreck-It one animated feature over Brave.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree with that.
Absolutely. Brave isn't that good. Yeah.
All right, we got Bridesmaids and Big. That's Tom Hanks. Brian.
Yeah, Big is a great performance by Tom Hanks. You enjoyed the FL short scene with him and Robert Loggia. I love seeing John Hurt show up there. But Bridesmaids was a great surprise for me. Great performance by Melissa McCarthy. The chemistry with each of the characters are great, and even great performed by John Hamm. So go bridesmaids.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, they're both solid here. You know, I might go big just because Bridesmaids just kind of goes a little long for me. Like again, I like those sweet spot comedies that stick around that 90-minute mark. And it just Bridesmaids drags a little bit, but very funny sequences. I'll go big just because I've seen it kind of more times overall.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Yeah, like for me, I think Bridesmaid gets a little overrated just for me because I mean I think it's good, but it's not like an all timer for me. I think Big is really really great. There's great chemistry between him and the other kid, and just like him when he first gets to the city and he's like hearing like gunshots and weird screaming in the background, and then like him singing, which I used to have the full song memorized, like shimmy shimmy cocoa pop, shimmy shimmy rah. I said a biscuit, a Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, I missed it. But yeah, and or like being like excited about 100 and something, like 106, like $78 or whatever on the paycheck, and he's like freaking out. And then John Lovitz, he's like, yeah, they really spoil you here or whatever. Like there's some fun stuff. So yeah, I'll go with Big.
Could you say you don't quite get the hype, Jordan?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JPO.
I'll hide Bridesmaids. I love Bridesmaids. I think that ensemble is really great here. This is the movie you can blame for the start of the Melissa McCarthy Renaissance. So if you want to get mad at it, I get that too. But no, I think there's some really good stuff. You know, Chris O'Dowd too. All the girls are great. So I'm going to give it a Bridesmaids. But I love Big too, if it takes it.
And am I remembering that wrong, JPO? Doesn't she fall in love like with her husband as like the air marshal guy, like on the plane, and that's like her husband? Like
yeah, it is.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he cameos a lot in a lot of her stuff. Even if he's not the main focus. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
But also, yeah, don't forget about Big, the iconic piano scene too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, both were also nominated for acting.
Yeah. Yeah. But Soda.
So, for whatever reason, Bridesmaids has never really did it for me. I've tried a couple times. It is what it is. So I'm going to give it to Big just for those reasons there. It's a great comedy. Tom Hanks' first Oscar nomination, the iconic FAO Schwartz scene. Yeah, so no, I'm going to give it to Big.
Big, all right.
Man,
Steven.
Yeah, I love both of these. I think they're both great. But I've seen Big way more times. It's just classics. So I'll go with Big.
All right, Big moves on. Okay, all right, going down to Gremlins and Wedding Crashers. Me, yeah, this is a pretty even matchup here. Yeah, while I prefer kind of Gremlins 2 over Gremlins, right, just comedically, the first one's still a lot of fun. And Wedding Crashers, yeah, still works when you go back and watch it. It's a good kind of time capsule of 2000s comedies. I don't mind either one going on. I'll give it a slight edge to Gremlins, but I wouldn't mind if Wedding Crashers moves on.
Yeah. For me, like if it was Gremlins 2, I'd be all in. The first one's good too. I mean, I really do like it, but yeah, there's something about Wedding Crashers I just really like, especially when they go meet Will Ferrell and he's like living with his mom. He's like, "Mom, don't want any meatloaf," or whatever, like screaming down at her. And yeah, just like the thought of like crashing a wedding, that's totally something that if I would have thought more about it and back in high school, I would have totally done it because me and my friend just did crazy off the wall like shenanigans like that and stuff. So yeah, I think I'll give it to Wedding Crashers. And they've been talking about a sequel. Who knows if it's ever going to happen? But
I doubt it at this point. I think that's another one of those comedies that's been in development for like 15 years that I think will happen. So
yeah, but GPO.
Yeah, this is an interesting one here. I was late to the party on Gremlins actually too. It's only that and the second one of only movies I've seen in the last like 5 or so years. But yeah, again, laugh wise, I'm going Wedding Crashers. I'll go Wedding Crashers here.
Sure.
Yeah. Soda.
needed.
So Gremlins. That's an interesting film. That's for darn sure. But I'm gonna go with the pure comedy on this one. So I'm gonna go with Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, I don't really consider Gremlins to be a comedy. The second one is, but not the first one.
Yeah.
So just by default, but also because I do think Wedding Crashers is hilarious. And Vince Vaughn and Isla Fisher steal that movie. I'll go with Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. And Brian.
Yeah, I do enjoy both of these, but yeah, I'll go Wedding Crashers as well for more comedic elements. You have early Bradley Cooper, I believe his first major role, I believe. You get supporting
His first
roles.
feature movie, maybe.
Yeah.
No, what about American Summer? No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you also get the rapping granny for the racing as well as the family members in it. Yeah, I'll go Wedding Crashers.
All right,
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers. All right, Wedding Crashers, and then we'll go down to I Love Dogs, a Wes Anderson movie, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
2018.
Yeah, Jordan.
Which these may be very, very loose comedies, but so I just watched I Love Dogs. That was the one movie that I hadn't seen, and I'm not a big Wes Anderson guy, but surprisingly, I really like this movie. Like, for some reason, I think with Wes Anderson, I like his animated stuff, but I just don't like his live action stuff. But just to probably prefer the Fantastic Mr. Fox a little more. This one just takes a little bit to get going, I think, and before it gets like the heart and the other stuff that I like about it. And yeah, like so I threw in the Spider-Verse because it was under comedy. I just don't see any comedy in it really, even though it's classified on there, so I just included it. But the Isle of Dogs, I do see some comedy. It's nothing I'm laughing out loud. But there's some things where I see it, like some Wes Anderson isms in like an animated a movie, just him setting up stuff and people like cutting up the sushi or doing like moving stuff in like right angles and centered and all that stuff. For whatever reason, for me, it weirdly works in an animated form, and it just is kind of amusing. So I'll go with Isle of Dogs. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, another animated around here. I do see what you're saying, but I think because they're both, I mean, there's some funny parts in Spider-Verse. Definitely not something I would gravitate towards the genre of comedy, but I do like the movie that much more. So I might give the vote against it later, but for now I'm gonna go Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Soda, what do you say?
I haven't seen Isle of Dogs, and I really love Into the Spider-Verse, so I'm gonna go Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's laughs here and there, but I don't really consider Into the Spider-Verse a comedy, but I haven't seen Isle of Dogs either, so I'll go with Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Battle of the Best Animated Feature nominees as well. They're both nominated that year. I haven't gone around to All Dogs, but I'll go with Spider-Man for now since I've seen it.
Yeah. In Austin.
I mean, no matter what, I think it'll probably move to a more pure comedy with, Wedding Crashers anyways in the next round, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, Isle of Dogs doesn't give me motion sickness, so I'll vote for Isle of Dogs.
Sure. Yeah.
It is what it is. All right, going down to Being John Malkovich and Encanto, another animated movie. So we're
Being John Malkovich is Captain James Martin, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows the character.
Yeah.
It's so iconic. Yeah, JPO. Right, JPO?
Yeah. This is me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I really did very much as I make the funnies. I really do like Being John Malkovich a lot. It's a Charlie Kaufman script. He wrote some Eternal bullshit a few years later. But this one I really like. So I actually don't know if I've ever. This was during the gap of not having to look after a niece. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Encanto. So I'm gonna go Being John Malkovich.
Yeah. Soda.
I haven't seen Being John Malkovich, so I'm going to give it to Encanto because it's actually quite enjoyable.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
I do love Charlie Kaufman. I love just about all of his other movies. I was never a fan of Being John Malkovich though, except for one scene, and that is when Malkovich goes into his own head.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie I didn't like. But I haven't seen Encanto, but I'll still go with Encanto.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, for me, Encanto was a bit overhyped for me. It's fine, not one of the best indie films out there. But I'll go with being John Malkovich is the best 54. I do love the performances of John Cusack and Captain Key have good chemistry together. And it's a good Mageau movie, so being John Malkovich.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, Encanto's okay. I think I watched it in the background one time. I was just filling the gaps for like one of our animated, tournaments. It's fine. Yeah, but me, John Malkovich is solid. And hey, Spike Jones, make more movies, man. You got a solid filmography.
Yeah.
Make some more stuff. Like, what are you doing? Like, you gotta, her, Where Wild Things Are, adaptation, being John Malkovich. Like, you got good pedigree. Come back and make more movies. I know you like making music videos, but like, come on, make some more movies. But yeah, I'll go be John Malkovich.
Yeah. Yeah, so Encanto's good. I've seen it once, and I remember most of it is all the music. The music's really good in it, and also remember it being like she's trying to figure out what the family secret is or something, and the sister doesn't want to tell or something, and then she has to try to piece it all together. But yeah, being John Malkovich really good at. I really like it. It's and it's got a lot of just like really dry humor, but it works though from like John Cusack and of course John Malkovich and to some degree Cameron Diaz. I'm not a huge Cameron Diaz fan, but she's all right in this. But yeah, I'll give it to Being John Malkovich.
Okay. All right, John Malkovich moves on. All right, go down
I
to
should probably rewatch it though because it's been a long time.
Yeah. Sure.
Palm Springs, and This Is the End, which was our subject of our thumbnail this evening, our deepfake. So, yeah, for anybody who didn't see, JPO is tooling around as Jonah Hill down there. I'm Seth Rogen, kind of in the middle. Steven, you're Jay Baruchel up top. George Stanley McBride.
Right.
Brian's James Franco. And yeah.
So
Brian's canceled.
Yeah.
And so does Craig Robinson, but I just replaced it with a white guy.
Yeah, that's right. Don't want to get soda canceled either.
Thank God, because it would have been the
right.
last time you've seen my ass on the internet.
Yeah, right. All right.
But soda, hit us.
So, yeah, I haven't seen Palm Springs. I mean, I remember when it came out, it just was one that never really caught my attention. But This Is the End. It's a movie that it's interesting. I really liked it when I saw it. Diminishing returns after a while, and now I really like it all over again. I'm just gonna go with This Is the End because it's a great idea for a script, and Michael Cera in the movie is hilarious.
Oh yeah, good stuff. So, yeah, Steven, what do you say?
Palm Springs. I'm not the biggest fan of This Is the End. It's okay, but it's Palm Springs is great. Another great time loop movie that I always seem to enjoy all of those.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Palm Springs is Palm Springs as well. This in the end is one of my favorite comedies of the Trade Tens. I love Joe Hill being this nice guy, and love the exercise of Joe Hill object to laugh. Love the cameos beginning like David Crumbles. I did sorry, Kevin Hart. It's gonna be about after 138 for sure. So this is the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
JP, I'm pretty sure you've used this at the end for one of your, crazy ASAC questions. Like, what movie co-stars as he sorry, Channing Tatum, blah blah blah, da, 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 with 85 people in it. You know what I mean? Rihanna, it's one of those ones you can, that you can like roll with, and yeah, because damn near everybody's in this movie. But the Channing Tatum cameo was great. I love the little mini Pineapple Express 2 movie that they filmed like in the middle of the movie. It's a lot of fun. So I'll go this at the end. It's one of my favorites. It's so intense.
Yeah. So they're both really good here. Palm Springs, it's a good little time loop movie. J.K. Simmons is pretty good in it. But this is the end though. Is really really good, and especially all the Danny McBride stuff. I think that he's really good in this. Just waking up and making them all breakfast or whatever, and like using up all the food they have left, or like when they find him later and he has Channing Tatum like on a leash. He's like, "Yeah, we're fucking cannibals now. We're gonna eat your ass or whatever." I do whatever the fuck I want or whatever. Yeah. And just really good at like the intro to like seeing him as like pretty cool too. It's fun. So yeah, I'll go with this at the end.
I think Danny McBride in that movie has one of the great character entrances in comedy history when he gets out of the bathtub and he's strolling down the hallway to Cypress Hills when the shit goes down. Like it's a great like so character entrance. It's really good. Yeah.
He's got more than one, honestly.
Yeah, it's really good. But
he does, No, I love this round. This is the end. It was so great to see in theaters here. That's something I've watched several times at home as well. The opening party sequence, Michael Cera being a horrible person, which I guess he says like, so I guess they filmed that in a couple parts where like they had built up his lore on a day, the first day where he wasn't there, so he kind of just filled in the gaps of like, all right, I guess I'm a crazy cokehead, sex addict, so he just kind of acted that out. But everyone else had kind of written that for him or set it up with improv the night before. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Palm Springs, huge shout out to that. Andy Samberg is great. Maybe I'm on the Samberg high because I'm currently binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine all over again.
Dude, so I did that twice.
I'm on
year.
Such a Samberg high. It's such a feel good show too. Like if you're ever also just like you just want like a good show to like relax and like fall asleep or like just feel good, like you don't want to think hard. It's a good one. It gets a little more serious in season 8, but that's one anyway. So I'm on a Sandberg high, but I'll give the vote to Palm Springs because I think it's being under talked about. But yeah, this is the end is great.
But I totally get it. But it's sad to kind of hear James Franco and Seth Rogen like they came out and like so their friendship is like pretty much done. I get it based on like things that happened to James Franco, but still it's kind of like sad. You hope they're with like
he was in the SNL 50 crowd, so
he was.
There might be hope for Franco. Yeah,
I think. Well, or no?
What?
I think there's still hope.
I think it was one of the sketches of James Franco, or no?
No, I don't think so. But James Franco is directing a movie this year, but it's all his own financing, I think, and all that. So,
I mean, he's been doing that for years. Like, you look at his filmography, you'll be like, "What's this neo western with Danny McBride?" And he's made several films. There's a like a Mad Max movie with Snoop Dogg, and he's made all sorts of weird shit over the years.
But Soda.
Did I start?
Oh, did you? Okay.
Oh, maybe you did.
I must have missed a vote somewhere.
Because I said this is the end.
Yeah, I think this is the end. Okay, yeah. All right, gotcha. Okay, so Toy Story 4 and The Nice Guys. Steven.
Wow.
I actually really love Toy Story 4. I think it's a nice kind of epilogue to the first three, and I actually love how it ends. That's why making a Toy Story 5 makes me nervous because
we also said that for 3 and 4.
Yeah, but it's because of the way Toy Story 4 ended that a fifth one makes me nervous.
Well, we also said that for the third one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that being said, I gotta go with The Nice Guys because it's really funny. Love the chemistry between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, and also Gosling's daughter is great in the movie too.
Yeah. Sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, this is my torture for either. I did enjoy the follow up. I did enjoy King of Key and Jordan Peele as Ducky Bunny there. The second Juice Squibb movie as well, because Juice Squibb was voiced by all the people the antique store. But Last Guys I did enjoy a lot. It's a great comedic performance by Russell Crowe. And I did enjoy Angry Rice as well. So Nice Guys.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I mean, Toy Story 4 is not like a bad movie when you're watching it. It's totally fine. I will say, like, the Forky montage, like, where he keeps running for the garbage can, actually makes me laugh a lot. Where he just keeps going, like, trash, trash, trash. Like, he keeps trying to run for the garbage can. They keep trying to tackle him. Like, it is very funny. It makes me laugh. But I'll go The Nice Guys. I enjoy the Shane Black kind of writing of this, and Gosling's really funny. So I'll go Nice Guys. Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Toy Story 4 is okay. Like it's kind of unnecessary, but it's just I don't know. It's fine. It's definitely my least of the whole series. But the Nice Guys, yeah, I think that Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, they have great chemistry, and there's just there's a really good comedy with like Russell Crowe being the guy that just breaks people's like limbs and stuff, and then just when they run into that kid on the bike and he's like talking about how he has a big dick or whatever. Like there's some good stuff in there, and I wish that they would make a sequel to this because I think this movie kind of like broke sort of didn't really make money, and it might have even lost a little. I'm not sure, but yeah, but you might even seen like a series or something like that. That'd be cool, but I don't think it'll ever happen. So, but I'll vote The Nice Guys.
JPL?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't think it made enough money because we would have seen it already. It's been at this point now several years.
Yeah.
But no, and yeah, I'm championing pretty much what exactly has been said. I like Toy Story 4. I wouldn't call it necessary. Every movie's unnecessary to a degree, especially sequels. But it's a fun added piece. We were just all worried because 3 is a really good, seemingly final chapter. But I enjoyed it. But yeah, Nice Guys, between the performances and the writing, it's just a little more on my alley. And also a little more original to a degree. So Nice Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I agree with everybody here. I like Toy Story 4, but The Nice Guys is a hidden gem in a way. It's a very much a fun movie. I love the scene where Ryan Gosling narrates his actions, like where what the hell? How the hell did he say it? Shit, it's been too long since I've seen the movie. Anyways, it's a great scene where he falls and he thought he'd hurt himself, and he ends up. But anyways, it's great.
Yeah,
Nice Guys all the way.
Yeah.
Okay,
sounds good.
All right, last two or so on this one. You got the Big Lebowski and the original Inside Out. So that's a bizarre. Yeah, this is the only alternative fights. This is a bizarre matchup. Yeah, but Brian.
Yeah, both movies I do enjoy. Not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan of Big Lebowski. I do enjoy it. Not the chemistry with Goodman and Jeff Bridges. Also, Steve Buscemi I do enjoy a lot as Donnie. Inside Out, I enjoy, but I'll go with Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I think I'll go Inside Out here. I've never been the biggest Lebowski fan either. Just I like stuff in a vacuum. I like the performances, some of the character beats, but just as a movie, it just doesn't quite click for me. I do give it a chance. Like every 2 years, I'll like put it on again and try. I've even seen it like with a Lebowski crowd, like in a theater, to see if I can like understand it. And I'm just quite not there yet. But I'll go Inside Out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have to give it to Inside Out. I think that it's really good here, really creative. Like this is still back in the days when a Pixar movie was an event and like everyone really looked forward to it, and now it's kind of like semi there, but not really what it used to be. But yeah, this was like one of the most creative things that I've seen from an animated movie. And Big Lebowski's fun. Yeah, I like Steve Buscemi's character. I'm a big fan of his, and the dude is a fun character. I mean, there's a lot of like like psychedelic kind of craziness in the movie. But yeah, I'm not a huge Lebowski fan, so I'll give it to Inside Out.
Yeah, it's just for Inside Out too. Inside Out.
Yep. Soda.
Yeah, Lebowski is a movie that's grown on me over time, but I loved Inside Out right away, so I'm going to give it to that. But I found the line I was looking for because it was going to bug me. It's when Ryan Gosling, you think he's going to get hurt, but he says, "I think I'm invincible. It's the only thing that makes sense. I don't think I can die." You guys remember that scene?
Yeah.
That one. It's a great scene.
Oh yeah, it's good. But Steven.
I'm gonna go with The Big Lebowski because sadness got on my nerves.
Sure.
Sadness. Yeah. Is that the lady from The Office that does the sadness?
Yeah.
voice?
Yeah.
Phyllis
Yeah.
from The Office.
I have a coworker.
I heard
that,
Satnam. I'm like, Satnam sing? I don't know what it was.
I used to have a coworker that looks exactly like Sadness, and she used to get mad when people say, "Hey, you should go with Sadness for Halloween."
All right, and we are done with the first side, so let's jump to the other side. Let's keep the pace up, guys. So I appreciate that. So keeping a good pace here, and we'll.
See how many animated movies we have on the other side.
I know. I think there's still quite a few left, actually. So
really?
Yeah, I think there's at least a good dozen, at least, still left over there.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah, there's quite a few. All right, but
Yeah,
we'll start
it's
with
the best one we haven't even had yet.
Yeah.
Love and Monsters with Dylan O'Brien and Hot Fuzz. So me, I'll pretty easily go Hot Fuzz here. I'm not on the train of Chris Scott giving 5 out of 5 to Love and Monsters. I think it's fine, but I do like Dylan O'Brien though. Yeah,
his 1 out of 5s and 5 out of 5s astound the shit out of me.
Yeah. Flight Risk, like a 5 out of 5. Long Legs, half star. I don't
Love
get it,
Hurts.
but-
Oh yeah, Long Leg. Yeah, he was texting me about that earlier today. Long Leg, half a star.
Sit through
Come
Love
on.
Hurts. That movie's bad, but I'll go
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz here.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed Love Hurts, but it's not 5 out of 5. Yeah, but yes. So I'm a big champion of Love and Monsters. I actually. I dig it. It's one of the better things to come out of 2020 when we weren't getting a whole lot during the pandemic. So I enjoy seeing that. Like, I'm a big Dylan O'Brien fan. I've always kind of thought that he could be an A-lister someday. He's just not quite there yet, but he has potential. But and then just kind of him trying to find this girl that he loved in a post-apocalyptic world. He runs into Michael Rooker and Ariana Greenblatt, just like just walking out in the like in the woods, and like they know to combat these monsters and stuff. It's fun, but it's no Hot Fuzz though. Hot Fuzz is great. It's my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. I think it's really, really solid here. I just like the whole thing of like Simon Pegg being sent to this small town, and it's just like weirdness and like this quirky like things that ensue here, and then there's some cool stuff where he's suiting up and going after everyone and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a good time. So I'll go Hot Fuzz. But GPU.
Yeah, very similar sentiments. Yeah, I was gonna say myself, Love and Monsters kind of came at a good time where we needed entertainment during the pandemic. It was one of those first there's still good movies being made, or at least eking out during this time. Thank God.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I forgot that was Ariana Greenblatt, so she has made a good movie. Good to know. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, this is going against kind of an all-timer in my opinion here. Anything from the Cornetto trilogy, and this and Shaun of the Dead is always a fight for what is my favorite of that trilogy. So I'll go Hot Fuzz here.
Yeah, sounds good. Soda. What do you say?
Yeah, even if I'd have seen Love and Monsters, Hot Fuzz would still take the round for me. Yeah, I'm like JPO there, where this and Shaun of the Dead, it's like 1A, 1B for me.
Yeah. Cool. Steven, what do you say?
I'm actually not the biggest fan of Hot Fuzz, but I'll still go for it because I haven't seen Love and Monsters.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Love and Monsters either, so I'll go Hot Fuzz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz. got the Grand Budapest Hotel and Hundreds of Beavers from last year. Jordan.
Oh, this is the easiest one. I do not like the Grand Budapest Hotel. I know people sometimes say like it's their one of their top Wes Anderson movies, but no, thank you. I don't know. Apparently, only like his animated stuff now. But Hundreds of Beavers was a great surprise. It was just so much fun. It's like a mix of like an old Looney Tunes cartoon in live action form, mixed with like an RPG where it was like having to upgrade all of his stuff for like bigger and better things, and like this guy just running through the woods and you got people in actual beaver like costumes, like suits and stuff, and like just one like zany shenanigan after the next. Like it's one of the more creative movies I've seen in a long time, and I really appreciate that because the more time goes on, I think it gets harder and harder to just be super creative, but you still can do it though, and this proved it. And yeah, and also it really ramps up kind of near the end when they get to the woodmill stuff. I think that's some of my favorite stuff. So yeah, I'll go Hundreds of Beavers. JPO.
I'll leave it up right now. I've turned the corner on Wes Anderson myself. I don't love his earlier work, but I love his more recent films, including Grand Budapest. So I'll show some love to Grand Budapest.
Yeah. Soda, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Grand Budapest because I've seen it.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Hundreds of Beavers. I feel like it didn't get a lot of marketing, so it just kind of word of mouth mostly.
Yeah, first time I've heard of it was for this list.
Yeah. But I'd highly recommend it though. But Steven, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Hundreds of Beavers either, but I love the Grand Budapest Hotel, so I'll go with the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, not a big Wes Anderson guy, but I did enjoy Hundreds of Beavers. It was a great surprise from the last years in my top 12. The other rare live action movie that doesn't have like a lot of audio in it. And yeah, I agree with Jordan. It's like a Looney Tunes meets RPG, and it's a lot of fun. It's long, but I'll cut a little bit of it. Hundreds of Beavers gets my vote.
Yeah. But
what do you mean meets RPG? What does that even mean?
Like role playing game.
It basically like plays like a role playing game when you watch it because he's like because he like keeps going back to like upgrade his gear with like the guy like turning in beavers like upgrade his catching stuff, and then he goes back out catches more beavers to upgrade to a better weapon,
like level up his character.
Yeah, level up his character kind of.
Oh, that's right. I get you.
No. So yeah, it kind of works like a video game, like in a little ways. No, I get what you're saying. No, I mean, yeah, I'm not a big Wes Anderson guy either. Grand Budapest is meh. For me, but yeah, Hundreds of Beavers was a nice, like, pleasant surprise. One of the more creative movies of the year. Yeah, my only nitpick is like 15 minutes too long. But like, I understand. You know, it's like their only movie, so like they put everything it had into it. I get it. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's on Prime. It's on Tubi. It's out there.
On
so,
YouTube as well.
yeah, I would. Yeah. I would highly recommend it. But I'll go Hundreds of Beavers. But we have a tie to Steven, I believe. So. You're muted, by the way. Can't hear you.
It was about to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will stick with the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You made my next vote way easier then. So
just underseen, but Malcolm kind of said that there are some people it's on Shudder, which is weird. I don't know why.
Maybe overseas.
It's on Amazon Prime in Canada.
No, over here it's Prime, it's Tubi, yeah, and I think it's like YouTube with ads too. So it's out there. Like, if you want to see it, they've made it very available, so you can watch it. It's highly recommended. All right, got Licorice Pizza from PTA, and Oh Brother Where Art Thou. So JPO, down to you.
Yeah, Oh Brother's one of those ones I've actually kind of thought about rewatching because I know I didn't love it when I saw it, but I'm also going back like pretty far ago. I did like it, I just didn't love it. Licorice Pizza, yeah, has kind of the on the nose problems, but I also think it's some really great filmmaking and some thrilling stuff with the truck, and Bradley Cooper's giving a fun performance as well. So I actually really dug it. I go Licorice Pizza.
Yeah. Soda.
I'm going to use the same logic as the last one. Oh Brother Where Art Thou, because I've seen it.
Yeah, sure. Steven.
Well, let's see. I haven't seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou. I have a lot of issues with Licorice Pizza, but there's still enough good in that movie that I'll still vote for it.
Sure.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of these, but which one I would watch first? Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'm not over the moon about either one of these. I think Oh Brother Art That was fine. I like the cast kind of doing, more than like the songs and whatnot. And I'm not a huge Coen Brothers guy. PTA can be hit or miss for me as well. I don't like Licorice Pizza that much either. I just couldn't get into it. I guess I'll go with Brother Art Thou, but I'm not crazy about either one.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about either one either, so it's just kind of interesting. I mean, it's a better Tim Blake Nelson performance than what we got in Captain America, I think, but this recent one. And I don't know. I think Licorice Pizza is fine. It's kind of like a coming of age thing, and I like some of the like side characters. Like I'm not like really always digging the leads here, but yeah, like Bradley Cooper when he shows up, Tom Waits, or like Skylar Gisondo. I like him when he shows up, or John Michael Higgins pops up for a second. So yeah, I'll go Licorice Pizza, sure.
All right, so the tie. So Brian.
I'll stay with Oh Brother Art Thou.
Oh Brother Art Thou. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Down to Anchorman versus Office Space.
Oh no!
No.
This is like a championship for me.
Yeah, right. Okay. Soda.
I'm gonna go with Anchorman because I've seen it more. Like I've seen Office Space a couple times, but Anchorman is one of the few Will Ferrell movies that I actually really enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Anchorman.
Yeah. Steven.
Nuts. This is actually really hard. Office Space, just because I think it's a little bit more relatable.
Sure.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, that was tough one for me. Office Space is great. You get some good character actors. Steven Root and Milton, who wants to do a stapler. You get John Michael Higgins, DJ Bader, but Anchorman is my 64. I love Anchorman. I love the humor. I love the chemistry. I love that. Do you love that, or you like the lap, or you really love the lap? Anchorman.
Yeah. Or you're just naming things in the room. Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, it's funny. Office Space is one of those ones we could probably do a recast on at some point. I think it could really work actually, if we want to do another comedy. But yeah, I might go Office Space here, although it's very, very close. They're both in my 128. I love both these comedies to death. I think they're just extremely well written, well acted. But yeah, for the character actor aspect of it, I'll go Office Space. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's tough, but I think I got to give it to Office Space just a little bit because that movie it's just so relatable and it's just so, and like the characters just for whatever reason just kind of, I don't know, just resonate with me slightly more, but it's so close. I mean, ask me another day and it could go the other way, but especially the Milton character is just so funny. Whereas like I don't see why I should have turned on my radio because I enjoy listening at a reasonable volume from 9 to 11, or like it's just just him doing all that quirky stuff, and then just like for all the people that want to stick it to their boss, man, like I've had at least like 4 or 5 jobs. I just want to just tell my boss to F off. So yeah, I'll go with Office Space.
And JP.
Brian, do me a favor. Say, excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Excuse me, you have a stapler?
Yeah, I want to hear that. But I'm voting for Anchorman. That's the one that makes me laugh more. Actually, is Anchorman.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian does a good impression.
Yeah. Damn.
That
And now
is correct.
And now it's another tie to me. And fuck me, like this is like so close. Just because I feel like we had like a 2-month period there where we had Anchorman in like every tournament for whatever reason or another. It seemed like it just popped up a lot. I'm gonna go Office Space.
60% of the time you vote for it every time.
Yeah, I sure do. But not this time. I'll go Office Space. All right.
Yeah.
Very close.
But you're right, Jonathan. Oh crap! A championship match in round 1.
Yeah, no. So we got Ocean's 11 taking on Men in Black 2. It's this matchup.
Okay.
Yeah, Steven.
Oh, really? We're gonna vote on this? Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we really have to if you don't want to. Anybody like, over the moon about Men in Black 2? It's fine.
No,
Whatever.
that is the worst one. I think that
2.
movie's trash.
Yeah, it's the second
Oh,
one,
no,
not the
it's
original one.
two.
Yeah, this would be
Ocean's
much closer.
11.
It would be much
Right
closer
on
if it was the
Phil.
original one. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
definitely
yeah.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with Ocean's 11. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, just checking.
Just put it
Okay. All right. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Clue is our next match.
Okay.
So Steven, we'll go to you this time.
Well, Clue is another blind spot for me, but I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's a shame we're not going to get, probably because they're opposite sides of the bracket, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang versus the Nice Guys.
The old Shane Black match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
but yeah, I will easily go with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a blind spot for me, but I do enjoy Clue. I love the ensemble cast. I even also loved when maybe I did like Clue entrance to the Shepard days. And also love the endings, how it changes each time. So I'll go Clue.
Yeah, that's fun. Austin.
I've tried really hard to like Clue, and I just can't like that movie. I'm not a fan. I find it incredibly boring. It's just not up my alley. But the last time I watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it really worked for me. I think the chemistry between Downey and Nick Kilmer is fantastic. Yeah, Gay Tony and all that stuff is really, really good. And just really solid writing. So I'll go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that they're both really good here. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I believe that's a Christmas adjacent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
as with
but-
most Shane Black stuff is, he loves
yeah,
Christmas.
right. Yeah, right. And so yeah, it's really good. But yeah, there's something about Clue that just like the whole atmosphere just really strikes me as your like classic murder mystery whodunit kind of movie in a huge mansion kind of thing. And so when I think about that, like that's the first thing that pops into my head when that genre is brought up, and yeah, it just has some really great characters, and I love me a good murder mystery, especially being part of one. Like I've gone to some murder mystery parties and that type of thing, and they're a lot of fun. So
What's your telling you murder somebody?
yeah, yeah. I haven't done that for real, but
Never found me.
yeah. Then also having Tim Curry just being like an extra character. It's not because you have all the characters from the board game, but then you have him being like a Wadsworth or something like that. So yeah, I'll vote Clue. GPO.
Yeah, I don't mind Clue, but at the same time, just a little more of my alley and speed is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So good old Shane Black. I'll go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is unfortunately a blind spot for me, so I'm going to give it to Clue.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have our fourth tie in a row, so we are cranking along with ties.
Wow.
But Jordan, we're up to you.
Yeah, just because I love all the characters, especially shout out Madeline Kahn. She's probably one of my.
Oh,
ones
she's
I like
one of the
more, but
greats.
yeah, she is. The Flames. So I'm gonna go with Clue.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Clue. Toy Story 3 and Elf is our next matchup. Brian.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Elf, actually. I used to be a fan of it, not that much anymore. But I did
Brian
enjoy,
after row.
I did enjoy Toy Story 3, though. It's a very good ending to the trilogy. Some good humor. Love the way escape style elements for the prison break. I'll go Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'm not a big Elf fan either. I've really tried, but it more annoys me than I like it. It's just not a big fan. Yeah, I love Toy Story 3, man. I think actually the funniest bit to me is when Michael Keaton as Ken is tied up and Barbie's like trashing his collection. He's like, "Oh, not the summer collection. Oh, not the ascot. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the scarf." It's
Yeah.
really, really good. I appreciate the movie a lot, so I'll go Toy Story 3.
Yeah. I forget where I saw it, but I was watching a video about about how like Elf is really problematic because you think that it's okay to just walk into the women's restroom while someone's in the shower and like start singing next to them like after hours or before hours, whatever it is, and it's like he kind of plays it like he doesn't know like how it works, but like literally there's scenes of him in the shower and he knows what all that stuff like is and how it works and all that stuff. You're kind of like okay, but he's supposed to be the.
I was thrown off from the get go. What weird like store chain has a shower? Like this
yeah, I know.
Have a shower? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is weird. I don't know, but
I've never been in a store that has, or worked in a place that has a shower.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Unless,
saying.
I mean, if you work at a hospital, that's about the only place because nurses do. There are
Right.
showers for like
But
nurses.
they're
and
at, like,
stuff,
a-
but yeah,
That
Yeah.
makes
JC
sense.
a
Penney's
department store. Yeah, not like a
Yeah.
Macy's or something. Yeah, that's weird.
Like it was.
I was
Yeah.
confused from that. Contrived scene.
yeah, my dad's office building had a shower for some reason. I don't know why. So, but yeah, I just think that like Elf is just the more like funnier movie to me. Just like, but I think that that's best watched when you're like don't watch it every year. Watch it maybe every like 3 years, and you might get a little more in enjoyment out of it. Like you're not Santa, you smell like beef and cheese, and like there's some funny lines, but that's like when you hear them like every year or every like too much, it gets a little like tired. But I'll also go with Elf because I think that's still pretty funny. But GPU.
Yeah, I'm also not like a huge Elf stan. Like, it's definitely not like I need to see this every Christmas. Like, I'm definitely far from that guy. I enjoy it, but like, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it every 5 or 6 years, and I think that's plenty for me. So yeah, no, I think Toy Story 3. I think even laughs wise, like I might even get as much laughs from it. With Ken and some of the side characters. So we'll go Toy Story 3 here.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I don't have the same love for Elf like everyone else does, and Toy Story 3 is in my top 100. It's my favorite of the series. I'm gonna give it to Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Steven.
Well, I do love Elf, so I Toy Story 3 is great. It's not my favorite of that franchise though, and Elf is a movie that I've watched Elf many times, mostly because of my family, but especially like they'll put Elf on every Christmas. But,
Yep, same with mine.
but I don't mind that they put it on because I do love the movie, so I'll go with Elf.
Yep.
All right, another close one, but thank God it wasn't a tie.
Yeah.
All right, but that's Toy Story.
Yeah, not another tie.
Okay, got The Princess Bride and the Lego Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is interesting. I'm gonna do my rewatch of The Princess Bride here in the next day or two because we're going to be doing this is a cheap plug, Jordan, but our recast episode next Monday night of The Princess Bride will be happening. So it'll be myself, Jordan, Wolfman, and Jacob Barber will be joining us for that one. So you can tune in for that. So I'm going to do my rewatch. I think it's all right. Not the biggest fan, but I'm always open to giving it a rewatch and see what happens. I do like the characters. I might go slightly with the Lego Movie. It held up on a pretty good rewatch not too long ago. So I'll go with that. Jordan?
Yeah, like the Lego Movie was a really pleasant surprise because I remember when this movie came out, a lot of people were like Lego, what are you going to do with a Lego movie? That just sounds kind of stupid, and it ended up being really good. and like the way that they kind of stop motion animated it and just like just all the different characters in there. You see cameos from a lot of like DC characters and that sort of thing, and then the whole like middle scene with Will Ferrell being like the live action like playing Legos with his son, like that's pretty endearing. But man, Princess Bride though, it's just like it's an all timer for me. That's a movie that I grew up with watching all the time, and I've already mentioned it's like my ex-wife's favorite movie of all time. So our whole house was filled with like a whole bunch of Princess Bride stuff all over the place, and I think it's really good. So I'll go with the Princess Bride.
Okay. Yeah,
JP.
Yeah, Lego Movie was like one of the first examples of like, what are you gonna do with those little fucking yellow bricks? And they're like, oh wait, you have a really great script and cast. Okay, so and we've seen it since too. Like I'm no longer like hesitant on anything. Like You tell me there's a Don't Wake Daddy movie coming out. It's a board game. I don't really believe it. Like I'm open to it because Tetris. What the fuck about Tetris? Oh, there's a really cool unique story. You got characters in. Oh, my bad. Barbie. All right, cool. He did something with it. All right. So I'm open to it. And then there's examples of it sucking. Video game movies, Need for Speed or whatnot. But
Battleship and shit like that.
Battleship or even
Battleship.
the Emoji movie had nothing to say. Like so there's a good example. Like I said, it's really just depends on if you got the script, the cast, et cetera, et cetera. So this one's hard. I love them both. Probably have seen them about even amount too, because I really like a movie's pretty rewatchable as well every so often. Again, I'm a sucker for performances from Carrie Elways to Mandy to even smaller characters like Andre and Billy. So I'll go Princess Bride by her.
Yeah.
Yeah, next up will be the Parcheesi movie with a great script, and we'll all love it, right?
Well, the Hot Cheetos movie was like a pleasant surprise. I was
right.
I don't give a shit about Hot Cheetos. Oh, cool.
Yeah, right.
There's a funny new story, like a little, come up and all right, cool.
Sure.
And some people like the
Doritos.
unfrosted, the Pop Tarts one. I mean, I didn't, but a lot of people did. So yeah,
that's almost like a spoof. So that's kind of a unique animal in its own right.
Yeah, right. But soda.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched the Lego movie. I liked it when I did watch it. I liked it when it's out and everything like that. But for me, The Princess Bride is timeless. It's one of again another movie in my top 100. So I cannot vote against it.
Yeah. Sounds good. Steven.
So I never got around to finishing the whole movie, but of The Princess Bride. But I saw a big chunk of it, and I enjoyed it. But the Lego movie is definitely top 5, maybe top 3 animated movies of all time for me. I love that movie. I'm going with the Lego movie.
Okay.
Yeah. And Brian.
This is sort of like a pass to me. I'm not a big fan of either one. I think both of them are overrated.
Jesus.
Brian went ham. But I'm going. Well, I will rewatch them to mention my opinion, but I will go with The Princess Bride.
Okay, so The Princess Bride. Well, hang on.
The only thing that I wish is that they made Lego Land a little better, because I heard that's really
Brian. I think you're hanging out with Zach Shelton a little too much, by the way.
Yeah, because also Legoland, you can only go if you have kids. That's a real thing. You can't go.
That sucks.
That's bizarre.
Well, I get it. I get it.
Chuck E. Cheese. Can't just hang out and play video games. Whatever.
Right. Well, that's a little different, but yeah.
Glass Onion and The Hunt for the Wilder People. So next. All right, Jordan.
Oh man. So dang, these are both really good. Because the Glass Onion was a really pleasant surprise. I caught it in theaters for the little bit of time. I think they showed it for like a week in theaters or something like that. But I hope they do it with the next one. They better. But and some other Netflix movies that are coming out, but or just streaming movies in general, really. But man, I'm a big Taika fan, and The Hunt for the Wilder People is just one of his best movies. Like it's really, really good. Julian Dennison, like he's really funny in it, and then Sam Neill, like them kind of being buddies, like not really liking each other at first, but then become friends, and they're just running away from the cops and all this stuff, going through the woods and all that, and there's just crazy things, even car chases and all kinds of like shenanigans, and it's fun, and it's got some really great humor from like New Zealand and all that. I think Jermaine Clement again shows up, and it's just fun. So I'll go with The Hunt for the Wilder People. GPU.
I got some love for Hunt for the Wilder People too. I think it's a really good Taika movie, but I love these LeBlanc movies. Is it LeBlanc?
Benoit.
Yeah, no,
Blanc.
I think. But just Blanc. I hope they crank these out every couple of years. Till Daniel Craig can't act anymore, because luckily you don't necessarily need the character to be young or anything. I think they're great. I love the cast they've had so far. I'm super excited for the third one. and I thought this was a great worthy sequel here. Also, one I saw in theaters. It's actually one of the nicer Arizona moments. Like the entire family was interested. So yeah, I got to give it to Glass Onion.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, luckily, I don't think we have an official 100% release date yet, but I know it's this year, so at some point this year.
No, yeah, it's been pretty clarified to be this year. Yeah.
No, it'll be this year. Yeah, they just don't have an official release date yet. So
I know last one was pretty close to the end of the year.
Yeah, it might. I'm thinking probably October or something.
Soon.
I'm sure October, September, something like that. I would imagine.
Any idea if it's Netflix again, or are they gonna theater it? Or
I think it's still a Netflix deal, but it might maybe be the similar thing to Glass Onion. Maybe they'll put it in theaters for a week or two, and then put it on Netflix. So that'd be kind of all right. I'd be fine with that.
But if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend. There's an SNL skit with Daniel Craig being Benoit Blanc, and you have Beck Bennett coming out being like the dialect coach trying to teach him how to do the Southern accent, but it's like the worst accent you've ever heard. It's pretty good, yeah. But Soda, what do you say?
Yeah, A Hunt for the Wilder People is a blind spot for me. I like Glass Onion. I prefer Knives Out, but I like Glass Onion just as well. So I'm gonna give it to that one.
Yeah. Steven.
Haven't seen either of these, but I did like the first. I liked Knives Out, so I'll go with Glass Onion.
How did you not get to this one then? It's been a couple of years, man. Come on.
It's on Netflix right now.
Dude, it's been on Netflix.
Yeah. Right, but I misspoke, though. I said that Jermaine Clements in Hunt for the People. It's actually Reese Darby. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. I literally was trying to Google it, and then when you called on me, because I was about to call you on that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, even when I said, I'm like, wait a minute, I think it's a different New Zealand.
Yeah. But they're similar enough where I was like, oh, maybe it is.
Yeah,
right. But Brian.
Yeah, Jeremy, day before was Taylor, actually, confused the two of them. But I haven't seen Hunt for Wilder People. I do enjoy Glass Onion, like it more than the first movie. I love Batista in the film. He's proven why he's a great actor, Western actor. I'm looking forward to Wake Up Dead. Maybe I might see Mark Calloway make an appearance there.
I think what
sure. I think I'll go Glass Onion here. Yeah, I liked it more than the original Knives Out, and yeah, hopefully Will Paper was solid. But yeah, I think I'll go just like Glass Onion. So all right, Glass Onion. All right, going down to the way back and Kick Ass is our next one.
Okay.
JPO.
Oh, that's an interesting little combo because
right.
I mean, yeah, way back is kind of it's definitely a comedy, a little bit of a drama as well. Steve Carell is kind of the hard ass new stepfather, which you kind of hate him at points.
Yeah.
Great ensemble too. Kick-Ass is a lot of fun. I'm gonna go the way back here.
Sure.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, the way back is another blind spot for me. But I really loved Kick-Ass. I was a big proponent of it when it came out. It's been a bit since I've seen it, but I'm gonna give it to Kick-Ass.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
Same. Way back is a blind spot, but Kick-Ass is a highly enjoyable movie, and the Cage is awesome in that. So Kick-Ass.
Brian.
Yeah, I agree with Steven, and so I don't know this one. I haven't seen way back either. I see the way back though, the prequel to it, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Kick-Ass for this one. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy Christopher Plaze as
Red Mist.
The Red Mist.
Yeah,
and also Nick Cage had a lot of fun playing like a Batman type character. So I'm gonna Kick-Ass.
Oh God, yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah, yeah, that's good stuff. Austin.
No, the way back is a nice little gem from the early 2010s. Yeah, Steve Carell is one of the great passive aggressive assholes in that movie. Just like all of his comments, just being super passive aggressive. Just how about we do this, buddy? Come on, just trying to total dick. He's great. But yeah, Kick-Ass in my 128. I love that movie, and that's when Matthew Vaughn was making good movies. Anybody remember that? So I'll go Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Remember we were so excited about that young Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah, he had a 3-movie streak, and it was great. It was like X-Men First Class and Kick-Ass and Kingsman. He was on a roll, and we were like, and then now it's
even his first one, Layer Cake was like, all right.
But yeah, Vaughn is like now it's like okay, you really need an upswing, brother. But
I was
yeah,
just Zach
Yeah.
Shelton. Still doing 5-star movies.
5 stars. That's right.
Sorry, I'm my second Zach Shelton top.
Yeah, that's why I get a little worried about my boy James Mangold too. Is another one that like had a streak, and then he did the Dial of Destiny, and I'm like, what happened? But then he did a Complete Unknown, which is
Oscar
was pretty
nominated.
good. So yeah, but let's see. This one's kind of tough because they're both really good, but I think I just go back to the comedy here for the way back. I like the main kid, which I don't know the actor's name, but he's good in it. And then Sam, I don't know why I'm like blanking on his
Sam
name.
Rockwell, your favorite actor?
Yeah. Sam Rockwell. That's just a random brain fart.
Shows how
It
much
was
you
one of
love
my
him.
favorite actors, but he's not my top. But he's up there, yeah. But and yeah, I think that they just have great chemistry. He pretty much carries the movie. It's really good, and yeah, just like more memorable in the comedy for me on the way back. So I'll go with that.
Kick ass. We'll move on to this one, 4-2. All right, going down to The World's End, rounding out the Cornettos, and Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
All right, Soda.
The World's End is my least favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. It's all right. It's definitely got its moments, but Christmas Vacation is a yearly watch for me. I love that movie, so I'm gonna go Christmas Vacation.
Yep. Steven, what do you say?
Christmas Vacation for sure. I mean, I'm not the World's End starts off promisingly, but it's but Christmas Vacation is really good. So Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I really do enjoy Christmas Vacation, but I'll go logic is we saw Christmas Vacation on the holiday tournament. I'll just go to the World's End.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation is all right. And I'm not, big over, on it. I think it's good. But yeah, The World's End gets kind of better every time I watch it. It's got a Body Snatchers vibe to it, which I really dig, and love the camaraderie with characters. So I'll go World's End.
Yeah. Is this the airport clock? Is your house on fire? Oh dear, did I break wind again? Just all the Aunt Bethany stuff, the Cousin Eddie stuff. I mean, the movie is a lot of fun. It's just really, really good. And it's one of my go-tos, not just at Christmas time. There's some movies like this and Home Alone and a few of them for me they even transcend just Christmas. I'll watch them anytime. The World's End is really good, but it's the lower of the three, but for the Cornetto trilogy, but it's still good. But I gotta go with Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
JPO.
Well, I will also agree that World's End is in a way easily number 3 in Cornetto trilogy. It also doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for it because I still really like it. So I'm going to still vote for World's End.
Okay, so we have another tie. So we're racking up the ties tonight, but JPO, we're back down to you for the tiebreaker.
Hey, let's do the mile. Let's do World's End.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think all the Cornettos have moved on so far. So,
so.
at least in round 2. So, all right.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
we'll see. They're all tooling around.
Not Chevy.
Well, speaking of Barb,
at the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, well, we mentioned Barbie a minute ago, so there it is. We got Barbie and Wally. Wally.
This is a tough one for a different reason for me.
Yeah. Steven?
I still need to watch the Barbie movie.
My God.
But that
Steven was one of the one people that didn't watch the $1 billion Barbie movie. Apparently.
We found the one, everyone. He's right here.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm not a fan of Wall-E, so I'll go with I'll have a preemptive vote for Barbie.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I'll go with Barbie on this one because Wall-E for me is very overrated. And also, I don't find any comedy in it at all, so I'll go Barbie.
Yeah.
No,
Austin.
I like about half of Barbie. I like the first half. I like just kind of exploring the world they live in and kind of the goofiness of it. All the random little cameos. John Cena with like a crazy surfer wig, just like surfer for a minute, just in the background. It's funny stuff. For what it is.
He's a mermaid, baby. He's a
Yeah, I
merman.
think when they go to the
Yeah.
real world and like Will Ferrell comes in, it kind of loses me. I'm not as invested then. I think I'll go Wally. I do think it's pretty good storytelling. I enjoy it for what it is, so I'll go Wally. Jordan?
Yeah. So I don't really like either one of these movies. So it's kind of a pass round for me. But at least Barbie has some comedy in it. I mean, the Ken stuff with Ryan Gosling, like when he's trying to on different outfits and he's trying to look a certain way, or talking about like what's the thing about the beach? I don't know. I've only seen it like once because I didn't care to go back. But he's doing some kind of face off about the beach and all that stuff. But it's not really either one I'm gonna really go back to hardly ever again. But there's some stuff in Barbie, so sure, I'll go with that. You have a beach off or something like that. I'm gonna.
It's our second Ken and Barbie movie, by the way, because they're in Toy Story 3. But
yeah.
But JPO?
Yeah, this is both movies have their great moments and then also some kind of qualms in like the last act for me here. So I'm gonna still go Wally though for a little bit. Wally.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, no offense to Wally, but I've never really considered it a funny movie.
Yeah.
But Barbie
that's
has
true.
way more comedy in it. Way more comedy, and I actually really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna go with Barbie.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie. Okay. Going down to Lilo and Stitch, and there's the original Knives Out. So Brian.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. I do enjoy Guys Out, but it's kind of predictable based on the trailer for me. But I love Lilo Stitch. This is my favorite Disney animated movies. I grew up with it, and I'm curious about how the live action remake looks for Jumbo and Peaksy, but I will Lilo Stitch on this one.
Yep. Austin.
Yeah, these might be on par because again, I think the first Knives Out is okay. I vastly preferred Glass Onion for whatever reason, and I haven't rewatched Lilo Stitch in a while, but I remember it being all right. So yeah, and I think the remake is kind of unnecessary, but I'll go Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Like, I think they're both good. But I don't not really over the moon about either one. But I did love the Stitch live action, the Super Bowl commercial where it's like Stitch loose on the field and they're chasing him around and all that. That was really good. That was a fun watch with the nieces and nephews because they were cracking up pretty hard with that one because they make it seem like, oh no, what's going on? Something loose on the field. They make it seem like they cut straight from the game to that. So it's like you think something's really happening for a second. But probably I'll go to Knives Out. I do think that it's good. I mean, it's a little predictable for me, but that's fine. So I'll go Knives Out. JPM.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going Knives Out here again. Just that ensemble, the writing. I miss Lucky Stanfield. He wasn't in the sequel. It would be fun if they brought him back. But anyway, yeah, I love that cast here. Evans is fun as a shitbird. So yeah, let's go Knives Out.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I've seen Lilo and Stitch maybe once or twice, for sure once. But Knives Out, man, I loved it to pieces. Didn't know what really to expect going into it. Blew me away, so I'm gonna go with Knives Out.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is a cute movie, but I don't think it's like a modern classic or anything. Knives Out is very enjoyable, so I'll go with Knives Out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Knives Out. Okay. Down Young Frankenstein and Ferris Bueller's Day Off is up next.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is pretty easy. I'm not a Ferris Bueller fan. I find the character very annoying and unlikable, and I'm rooting for him to get caught for most of the movie. So it's not. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I think he's kind of a dick. But Young Frankenstein's a lot of fun. It's a very silly movie. I'm a Mel Brooks guy, so and I love Gene Wilder, so I'll go Young Frankenstein pretty easily. Jordan?
This is pretty close to me, or for me. Like I really like both of these. Like I think that the Ferris Bueller has some pretty smart dialogue in it. Like one of my favorite quotes is like, he's like, "Pardon my French, but Cameron's so tight. If you stuck a lump of coal up his ass in 2 weeks, you'd have a diamond." Or like at the end when he's like hopping fences, running through the backyards, and like I don't know. I think that that's fun, and there's some pretty good laughs in there. But same with Young Frankenstein. But it's like Young Frankenstein, I need to give it probably a rewatch too, because I just remember the like putting on the Ritz and like just like a couple little scenes here and there. I haven't seen it in quite a while, but I do remember really liking it. But I think for now, I've just seen Ferris Bueller more times, so I'll go with Ferris Bueller. But JPO.
Yeah, I think Ferris Bueller is a little more up my alley and my take, so I'm gonna go Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, sounds good. And Gesundheit. Soda.
Yeah, I enjoy me some Ferris Bueller, but I adore me some Young Frankenstein. Another top 100 for me, so I'm gonna go Young Frankenstein.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, so just like I said with Spaceballs, I've seen like 2 Mel Brooks movies. Not this one, unfortunately. But I love Ferris.
Remedy to that.
Yeah.
I love.
Seriously, remedy to that.
It's funny actually if I list the 2 movies, the 2 Mel Brooks movies that I've seen, one of them like I don't know, maybe both of them are like not considered to be among his 2 best.
Hey, as long as one of them is Robin Hood Men in Tights, I don't care.
Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights is one of them.
Yeah, that's
okay.
my favorite.
Nice.
That's my
favorite.
favorite.
That was good.
But yeah, I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So yeah, definitely going with that.
Okay.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, you guys are mispronouncing it as Young Frankenstein, actually. Yeah, Young Frankenstein is my favorite Mel Brooks movie. It's been 130. And also, it's gonna be good for a good recast down the line as well for us to also go Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
What is Soda? What'd you vote for again?
Frankenstein.
Okay, so we do have a tie. So we got a tie to Soda.
Frankenstein.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The other Mel Brooks movie that I've seen though is Dracula Didn't Love You.
Yeah, those.
Oh, okay.
So you saw like his '90s movies, but you haven't seen any of his older stuff.
Yeah.
Weird. Watch Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles like immediately. Those are his 2. Like,
I'm with Pez on that. Those are like the pinnacle.
Yeah. In the same
Even
year.
though it's not my personal favorite, those are definitely the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Or Spaceballs if you want.
Yeah, Spaceballs is up there too.
Yeah.
Up and Midnight in Paris. So Jordan.
Yeah, I didn't really find a lot of laughs in Midnight in Paris. I mean, for a Woody Allen movie, I think that it's one of the more fun ones though. Like it's Owen Wilson like finding a way to go back in time every night and meet like a lot of famous people from history and like artists and different things and like it's all right. But Up is really good, yeah. And I'm probably due it for a rewatch, but I have like just rewatched Bless you. I just sneezed too, but I muted it. But
I didn't have time. I was on a different tab.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
That's all good.
It happens.
No, you're good. But I think sneezes are contagious even through the screen. But Up, I go back and watch the like first 5 or 10 minutes, and that's not the funny part. That's just like the sad part that makes you want to cry. But I do love that the dog in it, like Doug, like he just funny to like hear your dog talk, and like if we all hear our dog talk, what would they say? Like it'd probably be pretty amusing, I would imagine. And yeah, I think that's fun enough. So I'll go Up.
Yeah, pretty similar. I really like Midnight in Paris. It's one of those ones where it's like, shit, Woody Allen could still kind of make a good, really good screenplay here. Might have been his last, like, really, like, go out of your way to watch one too, actually. But yeah, Up. I've always defended Up as far as like even more than just like that first 10 minutes and last 5. Like, I also really enjoyed the middle. I also really enjoyed the relationship between him and the kid and the adventure they go on. And yeah, that first 10 minutes is just, that's beautiful cinema, let alone animation, anything. So I gotta go up.
Yeah. Soda.
So believe it or not, I've never seen a Woody Allen film, and it's nothing to do with any of that crap. It's just I've never really been interested in watching his films.
Okay.
But
Soda.
even if that was, yeah,
That's walking.
well, I've been curious about Annie Hall and stuff like that, but yeah, it's not something I'm rushing out to see. But that
Annie
being
Hall's
said,
good,
even
yeah.
if that were the case, I really do like Up. It's not what I consider the funniest of them, but it's just as a film, it's really good. And I agree with what JPO said. That freaking opening 10 minutes, man.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, Midnight in Paris is light, breezy fun. But Up is my favorite anime. Probably my favorite animated movie. I'd have to think about it, but it's definitely up there. So Up.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely up there. I see what you did.
Waka Waka.
Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Midnight in Paris either, but I do enjoy Up. I wouldn't classify the comedy, but it has some comedic elements like Kevin and Doug. But I'll go with Up on this one.
Yeah. Throw that up there from Zach.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Woody Allen guy either, but yeah, Midnight in Paris is one of the better ones. I would argue JPO like Blue Jasmine around that time is pretty good with Blanchett and Edgar Clay.
Well, is that before or after?
That was after, I think, like 2013 or something.
Oh, okay,
like
that's
that.
fair enough.
Yeah, but they were very close, like almost back to back, something like that. But
Right.
some of the better ones
yeah.
of this time. Yeah, he was cranking out a few good ones. But I'll probably still go up here. It's not one I go back to a lot, but really solid kind of overall. So I'll go with that. Logan Lucky and Beetlejuice, the sequel. So JPO.
Yeah, I'm a semi-defender of Beetlejuice. I think it's a very easy, fun watch. But like we said before, kind of like with the Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, maybe a little bit too much. Monica Bellucci gets forgotten about. The boyfriend stuff with Jenna Ortega, it's pretty whatever. So there's qualms about it. Logan Lucky, though, was a really fun game. It's one I actually did revisit in the last year or so as well. I think Soderbergh is the filmmaker behind it here. Adam Driver is great as, just doing his kind of drill stick. He had a funny SNL 50 moment as well here, too. He somehow has become one of the sneaky great SNL hosts, actually, because he delivers like
hilarious.
Because he's delivering it like as if he's doing Silence from Scorsese or, you know what I mean?
Comedy.
Whatever, So yeah, and then also Tatum's perfect as the Southern boy. Daniel Craig super funny. Seth MacFarlane's even got a funny like cameo co-star. So yeah, I really like Logan Lucky a lot actually.
Sure.
Yeah. Soda. What do you say?
Unfortunately, I never got around to Logan Lucky. That was a blind spot for me that year. But I love Beetlejuice. I actually watched one and then I went and saw two in theaters. And watching them back to back, I'm actually not gonna lie, I preferred Beetlejuice. But so I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice.
I do too, actually. Yeah.
I just say Jordan likes what you just said.
Yep. Yeah. But Steven.
You're muted, buddy.
So I don't know if I would go so far as to say that I prefer Beetlejuice, but I would say they're almost about on par. I love both of them actually. So I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Logan Lucky, but I did enjoy Beetlejuice. It was a good sequel to the first movie. I do enjoy the first one a bit more. And yeah, Jared Tag, another person had good SNL 15. The eyes with Kevin Costner. It was the New York sketch. But I'll go Beetlejuice because I seen it.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Soderbergh can be a little hit or miss for me, aka Presence from this year. Not great, but because he doesn't really have a style. He's kind of all over the place with his movies. He makes all kind of different genres, which I do appreciate. He takes a stab at everything. But yeah, Logan Lucky is a fun little kind of heisty comedy. And everybody kind of playing different roles that they don't normally kind of play. So I can appreciate that. So I'll go Logan Lucky just by a little bit. But I didn't mind Beetlejuice either. I thought it was entertaining enough. Jordan.
Yeah. So I remember going to see Logan Lucky in theaters and really liking it. I went with my ex-wife, and by the end of it, she's like, "That was one of the most boring movies I've ever seen." But she like literally fell asleep in the movie and slept through most of it. So I'm like, "You slept through that thing? How are you gonna say it's boring?" I don't know. But
Because she fell asleep.
yeah, I mean, I guess that was
Exactly.
her reasoning that she fell asleep. But I think there was other factors involved, like she's a big weed smoker.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but I thought that it was really good. I really like Daniel Craig. He has a good Southern accent. Like he's like good at that stuff. And Channing Tatum, he was fun. Adam Driver, but yeah, but I'm also in the camp where I like the sequel to Beetlejuice even better. Like I just like found more things that I liked in it, especially Catherine O'Hara. I like seeing more like the like underworld stuff. You got to see a little more of it. I liked what what's his face was
Willem
doing.
Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Yeah, like he was awesome too, being like a cop thing. I thought that was cool. I just didn't really care for like the like Jenna or take a like romance thing. I thought they had zero chemistry and like I don't even know why they even needed that whole like stealing her soul kind of thing. But and they didn't really have to really like even mention Jeffrey Jones like they did. It's kind of weird, but
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Well,
yeah, right. But he is a I don't know. He's a character from the first movie, so I guess you reference him. Yeah. But I thought that it was fun, so I enjoyed it. And I even liked the singing part when they did like MacArthur Park and all that. I actually like that. So I'll go with Beetlejuice.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll probably get another one too because it made like $450 million. So
yeah, right.
It did quite well and had legs. So yeah,
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
No, I imagine we will.
Don't say it 3 times, Brian.
All right, we are done. Good job, guys.
Yay.
All right, we are rolling right along. So we hit it right at 2 hour mark. Excellent job, guys. So let's hit the stinger and we'll get to the speed round. Let's do it.
Gotta go fast.
All right, so let's go fast. You guys know how the speed round works. And just a reminder, all the winners of these matches will then survive to our final, championship bracket of this comedy series. So you'll have to just pardon me a moment as I write these down as we go along. Put them on my little note app here. But yeah, and then we'll see what wins part 3. So Soda, we'll kick it off. Everything Everywhere versus Borat.
One of the long titles.
Sure. Yeah.
Which one?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, Borat's also a long title.
Yeah, right.
I know.
That's true.
Borat, Cultural Alliance of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. All right.
I would never remember that.
I think I'll end up liking Everything Everywhere All at Once more, but I'm gonna go with Borat.
Okay. Brian?
Borat.
Yeah, I'll go Borat. Jordan?
I would go Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right. JPO?
My vote is for Borat. It's for Everything Everywhere.
Okay. All right. We have a tie to Steven.
Borat.
Borat moves on. Okay. All right.
Borat.
Okay. All right. Going down to Spaceballs and Zombieland. Brian.
Spaceballs.
It's very close, but I'll go Spaceballs. Jordan.
I'll go with the one in my top 64, Zombieland.
JPO.
Super tight. Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. All right. Soda.
Spaceballs, the movie.
All right. Steven.
The one I've seen, but also because it's also really funny, is Zombieland.
Okay, close one, but Spaceballs moving on for this one. So a little more books moving on.
Which I can't believe we're getting a sequel by Josh Gad for Spaceballs. So,
I mean, he did get permission from Mel Brooks, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but of all people to do it, I'm not like a big Josh Gad fan. So,
wait and see what he does behind the scenes, though. Who knows?
Yeah,
If
right.
Mel Brooks gave his blessing, there has to be something there.
Okay.
You never know. He did a decent job with Book of Mormon, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
All right.
money.
Super Mario and forgetting Sarah Marshall. I'll go Super Mario. Jordan.
I'll go Super Mario.
Okay. JPO.
Oh, I don't like how this is gonna end. Forgetting Sarah Marshall for sure.
Okay. Soda.
Mario.
Mario.
Oh.
Steven.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay. And Brian.
Mageau.
What?
Mario.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
Oh, I did not understand what you said.
Yeah.
So,
I heard
okay.
mackerel.
Mackerel or
Yeah.
something. I was like, what?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
All right. Mario.
Mackerel? Do you like mackerel?
All right.
Macklemore.
All right. Super Mario Bros. Okay. Moving down to Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire and Ratatouille. There's our Patton Oswalt little match
Ooh.
there. Jordan.
This is kind of close. Ratatouille.
That's right. JPO.
Nah, not close. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Okay. Soda.
Ghostbusters.
Steven.
Ghostbusters.
Okay. Brian.
Ratatouille.
I think I'll go Ratatouille. So Ratatouille.
Right.
Okay. Ratatouille. Okay. Thank God for autocorrect or predictable text, so I didn't have to spell that one out. All right.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph and Big.
Got two
JPO.
T's and two L's in that word. Yeah.
Ooh. Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. All right. Soda.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Ralph. Steven.
Big.
Big. Brian.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I might actually go Wreck-It Ralph here. Jordan.
And I go with Zoltar with Big.
Okay, but Wreck-It Ralph, all right, takes that one out. All right, so a few animated going on so far. Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, all right. Wedding Crashers and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Soda.
Spider-Man.
Steven.
The one that's actually a comedy, Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. All right, Brian.
I agree with Steven. Wedding Crashers.
I don't recall Wedding Crashers giving me motion sickness, so I'll go Wedding Crashers. Jordan.
I recall like one or two laps from Spider-Verse, so I'll go Wedding Crasher.
Okay, and JPO.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. All right.
I've only seen that movie once in theaters.
Okay.
All right.
It's been a while.
All right, going down to Being John Malkovich, and this is the end. Steven.
I mean, I think both are overrated, but I guess this is the end.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Brad.
Yeah, this is very tough, but the one that's in my safety four being John Malkovich.
I'll go with the ones that's in my 128. This is the end. Jordan.
I'll go with this the end.
Okay. JPO.
Yeah, don't tell Charlie Kaufman, but this is the end.
Okay. Soda.
This is the end.
Okay, this is the end. Okay. All right. This is the end. All right, that one moves on, and we got The Nice Guys and Inside Out. Brian.
The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys, Jordan.
The Nice Guys.
Nice Guys, JPO.
Yeah, Nice Guys.
Nice Guys, Soda.
Nice Guys.
Okay, and Steven.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep for The Nice Guys. Okay.
But Jonathan Caro, I wouldn't mind that. Charlie Kaufman's This Is the End. That'd be
It would
wild.
be a very different movie.
Yeah.
All right, going to the other side. So we've got half of what will hang on to the championship. See what the other half got. Hot Fuzz versus the Grand Budapest Hotel. Me easily Hot Fuzz for me, Jordan.
Hot Fuzz by like 500% or whatever.
JPO.
Don't overdo it, all right? Hot Fuzz by like 400% and no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
No more. Yeah.
Soda.
I'm voting for the greater good. The greater good.
The greater
Hot
good.
Fuzz.
Yes. Steven.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
All right, and Brian.
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. All right, hangs on. All right, got Oh Brother Where Art Thou and Office Space. Jordan.
Oh, easily Office Space. It's a classic.
JPO.
Office Space.
Office Space. Soda.
Office Space.
Okay. All right, and Steven.
Office Space for that copy machine.
Beat down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that scene alone. For
Yeah.
anyone
The
who's
Ghetto
ever been
Boys.
frustrated with technology,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
you get that.
Every
Yeah.
day.
PC load letter. What the fuck does that mean? All right, Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Office Space on this one.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Office Space. Yeah. All right.
Copy machine. Who uses a copy machine anymore? Those things are out.
No,
I
but
do.
I mean just technology in general. Like
Yeah,
whenever
right.
I get angry at my laptop for being slow or my cell phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
slam it on the ground or whatever. Yeah.
Ocean's 11 and Clue. JPO.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. Okay. Soda.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. Steven.
Ocean's 11.
Brian.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, let's go Ocean's 11.
I'll go Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the lead pipe. Clue.
Okay. All right, but Ocean's 11 hangs on. Going out to Toy Story 3 and The Princess Bride. So Soda.
Only because it's
by the way, a Wallace Shawn match. Remember, he's the voice of
Oh,
Rex.
that's right.
Yeah.
Rex,
So it's a
Rex,
Wallace
yeah.
Shawn
Yeah.
match. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
I'm going with this only because it's higher up in my 128 Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Okay. Steven.
I think there's more comedy in The Princess Bride, so The Princess Bride.
Okay. Brian.
I'll go with Toy Story 3.
I'll also go Toy Story 3. Jordan.
I'll say inconceivable that we could vote for Toy Story 3, but I'm going to do it. Toy Story 3.
Okay. JPO.
Tease.
The one with Andre the Giant. Princess Bride.
Okay. We got a tie to Brian.
Toy Story 3.
Okay, Toy Story 3 moves on. Okay. All right. Story 3. Okay. Got Glass Onion and Kick-Ass. Let's go, Steven.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Brian.
Kick-Ass.
I'll also go Kick-Ass. Jordan.
Yeah, let's go with Ass Kick.
Fucker stole my joke.
Yeah. Sorry.
JPO.
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion and Soda.
Well, I can't do it now, but kick ass.
Kick-Ass, yeah. Ass kick.
Yeah.
All right. Got The World's End and Barbie. Brian.
Barbie.
I'll go World's End. Jordan.
Yeah, the world's would end if Barbie goes through. So let's go the world's end.
Okay. JPO.
World's End.
Soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barbie on this one, actually.
Steven.
And Steven.
Barbie.
Okay, we got a tie to me. No, I can't do Barbie, but World's End.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh.
Yes. All right. Yes.
It's one of those I'm not upset with at either or.
Yeah.
It's very good. All right. So let me write that one down. All right. Got Knives Out and Young Frankenstein. Me, I'll go Young Frankenstein. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go Young Frankenstein. Yeah.
JPO.
Let's see here. Knives Out.
Knives Out. Soda.
I ain't got no Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. Steven.
Knives Out.
Knives Out and Brian.
Put on the Ritz. Young Frankenstein.
Okay, Young Frankenstein moves on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Up and Beetlejuice rounding it out, I believe. Jordan.
Let's go Beetlejuice.
Okay, JPO.
Don't you get it? Just because they didn't get to go on vacation doesn't mean that they didn't have a journey, man. The journey was love. Up.
Yeah.
Soda.
Beetlejuice.
Okay. Steven?
What?
Beetlejuice is the funnier movie, but I'm still gonna go with Up.
Yo, that dog is funny.
Oh yeah, Doug is the best part of the movie.
Doug.
Mhm.
My name is Doug.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, I do enjoy Up has some comedic moments, but I want to see Beetlejuice versus Beetlejuice in the championship, so Beetlejuice.
Oh.
No, and I'll go Up. It's a tighter film, but it's on
I'm
Jordan.
underneath the front porch because I love you. I gotta go Beetlejuice though.
Wow. Okay. All right. It moves on. So Beetlejuice. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we got all the movies that are in the championship that have moved on. So now we'll just see what wins tonight. So let's just move on and see what gets it. All right. Scrolling back on over, we will start with Borat and Spaceballs. JPO.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Soda.
Spaceballs, the sequel. No, Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Okay. Steven.
I mean that naked chase is got to be one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen.
That's where I turned the movie off.
I'm sorry. It just I don't remember laughing harder at any other scene in any movie.
And I get it, but that particular one, for whatever reason, made me want to gag.
So I'm going with Borat.
Okay. Brian?
Yeah, I'll do it for Prince Valley and Spaceballs.
Yeah, this is a close one. I might give it to Borat just because it didn't show up a lot, but I don't mind either one. Jordan?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see you playing with your dolls, sir. I'm gonna go Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Okay. All right. Spaceballs into the Elite Eight. Super Mario and Ratatouille. Soda.
And also,
Mario.
JPO made Malcolm's dog bark, I guess.
Nah.
No.
Dog.
That's a better.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with Mario.
Mario. Steven?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Brian?
Mario.
Yeah, I might go Mario. Jordan?
It's a me, Mario. Let's go with that.
Okay. And JPO?
Ratatouille.
That's it. Okay. Close one, but I believe it's Mario. So Mario will hang on to the Elite Eight. We got Wreck-It Ralph and Wedding Crashers. Steven.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. Brian?
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, I'll go Wedding Crashers. Jordan?
Yeah, I'll go Wedding Crashers.
All right. JPO?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph and Soda.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, close one, but Wedding Crashers into the eight. We got This Is the End and The Nice Guys. Brian?
This is the end.
I'll go This Is the End. Jordan?
I'll go This Is the End by a little bit.
Okay. JPO?
This is the end.
This is the end. Soda?
This is the end.
Okay. Steven?
And I'll be the lone vote for The Nice Guys.
Fair enough. All right, but this is the end. Into the Elite Eight. All right, so we will jump to the other side, and we've got Hot Fuzz and Office Space. It's a tough one. Damn, it's a tough one for me. Two of my favorite comedies. Office Space. Jordan.
Office Space.
JPO.
Hot Fuzz.
Fuzz. Soda.
Hot Fuzz.
Steven.
Office Space.
Office Space and Brian.
Office Space for character actors.
All right, Office Space. Hot Fuzz has quite a few British character actors, though.
Yeah.
it's a very
The
British
opening
character
sequence
actor
where it's
movie.
literally Bill Nye, Martin Freeman, Steve Coogan. Like, come on.
Yeah, and then you get Jim Broadbent and all those other guys that show up in the town.
Yeah.
It's a character
Oh,
actor
Freeman, yeah.
extravaganza. Yeah, in that movie too, just on the British side. Oh yeah, quite a few. But Ocean's 11 and Toy Story 3. So we'll go to Jordan.
I'll go Toy Story 3.
Okay. JPO.
I will go Toy Story 3.
Okay. Soda.
Toy Story 3.
All right. Steven.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. Brian.
Toy Story 3.
And I'll also go Toy Story 3. So Toy Story 3. We'll move on.
Story
Okay.
3.
Okay. Kick-Ass and the World's End. All right. JPO.
World's End.
Okay. All right. Soda.
World's End.
Okay. Steven.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Brian.
I also go with Kick-Ass.
It's a close one, but I'll go Kick-Ass.
And I'll go Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Okay. Young Frankenstein and Beetlejuice.
Kick-Ass.
Beetlejuice. Soda.
It's been a good run, but Young Frankenstein.
Okay. Steven.
Beetlejuice.
Brian.
Only because I haven't seen Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'll go Young Frankenstein. Jordan.
It's been a good run, but I'll still give it one last vote. Beetlejuice.
Jordan. RJBO.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. Keep it going.
Okay,
Right.
it's a tie to JPO, so I guess you can seal the deal.
All right, Young Frankenstein.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Okay, he swerved us. He pulled a Vince Russo. That's right.
Yeah.
Swerve,
bro. Swerve.
bro. All
Just
right.
bashed all my hopes and dreams, JPO. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Boy, you got you some better ones.
That's right. Steven, you're up first for Spaceballs and Super Mario.
Well, I haven't seen either of these, but I'll go with Spaceballs.
All right. Brian.
It's close, but I'll go with Spaceballs.
Yeah, I'll go Spaceballs. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go Spaceballs for Michael Winslow alone, making those sound effects. That's good.
Okay. JPO.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs and Soda.
It's Baseballs.
Spaceballs. Okay, into the final four. All
And they
right.
spoof Alien at the end, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little
Hello,
chest
my
burster.
baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my
Yeah.
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 Brian, we got Wedding Crashers, and This Is the End.
This is the end.
Yeah, I'll also go This Is the End. Jordan.
Yeah, this is the end.
Okay. JPO.
Yeah, this is the end.
This is the end. Soda.
This is the end.
This is the end. Okay. And Steven.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. Okay, but this is the end in the final four. Okay.
It's not the end.
On the other side, we got Office Space.
The end of Wedding Crashers.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Office Space and Toy Story 3. Me first. I'll go with Office Space. Probably more pure comedy, I'll say. Jordan.
Yeah. I'll go with Office Space.
Okay. JPO.
Yeah, for this bracket Office Space.
Office Space. Soda.
I'm gonna go with Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3. Steven.
Office Space.
Office Space. And Brian.
Office Space.
Office Space moves on. Okay.
What would you say it is you do here, huh?
Yeah. Kick-Ass and Young Frankenstein. Jordan.
I'll go Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Okay. JPO.
I would say Kick-Ass as well.
Kick-Ass. All right. Soda.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. Steven.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Brian.
For pure comedy, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I don't mind either one going through. I think it doesn't make it very far, Lost. I'll go Young Frankenstein. And I'll give it a tie to Soda.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. All right.
Really? It doesn't go far on your list? That's unfortunate.
It doesn't go far, yeah, in a lot of tournaments.
No.
It's probably the farthest I've ever gotten, honestly.
Yeah,
All right, so
it's one of the
we
great
definitely
comedies.
we at least have four that you could definitely classify as pure comedies. So in the
Yeah.
final four, so
And two of them are Mel
yeah,
Brooks.
we got two Mel Brooks. Yeah, we've got kind of a Judd Apatow, Seth Rogen, kind of This Is the End,
And Mike
and then
Judge.
we got
Yeah.
Mike Judge with Office Space. So yeah, four really solid comedies here. All right,
Mhm.
so let's just wind it down. See what we got. JPO, back
Yeah.
on to you. We got Spaceballs, and This Is the End. Here.
Really tough. This
Ooh.
four. This is some
Mhm.
heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the end? Question
The
mark?
end? Question mark? I'm Ron Burgundy. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
Soda.
Spaceballs.
Baseballs. Steven.
You know what? Even though I haven't seen it, I'll go with Spaceballs.
Okay. Brian.
I can see this the championship. I'll go with Spaceballs.
I'll go. This is the end, just slightly. Jordan.
I think I got to give it to Spaceballs. It's my favorite Bill Pullman role he's ever done. So.
Okay. All right. So Mel Brooks into the finals of Spaceballs. Office Space and Young Frankenstein on the other side. Soda.
Star.
Young Frankenstein.
And Frankenstein. Steven.
Oh, Space.
Space. Brian.
Yeah, that's how Mel Brooks finals Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a Mel Brooks finals. I'm going to go Young Frankenstein.
Nah, let's throw some Mike Judge in there. Office Space.
JPO.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Office Space.
Yeah.
All right, but we have a tie to Steven.
I want at least one of the movies on the finals that I've seen. Office Space.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it.
All right. Okay. All right. So we got 80s and 90s here. Spaceballs taking on Office Space. Steven, kick us off.
Office Space.
Office Space. Okay. Brian.
Office Space.
Man, this is like neck and neck. Office Space. Jordan.
Yeah, what would you do with $1 million? I tell you what I do. I do 2 chicks at the same time, man. Let's go Office Space.
Okay. JPO.
Office Space.
And so
No, Spaceballs. Spaceballs.
No,
I lied.
no Space. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Soda.
And I got to go with my roots. Spaceballs.
Okay, so it's 4-2, close one there, but Office Space takes part 3. So
there you go.
Okay,
Oh,
and with that,
Office
Office Space becomes a 2-time winner. So, congratulations! Yeah, it won a workplace tournament where a movie that takes place in people's jobs and whatnot. Spaceballs has also won a tournament. It won our Off Earth tournament, so movies that take place off Earth.
yeah.
So, I know, kind of an odd one, but yeah, they won that whole tournament. This is the end is not won, and neither is Young Frankenstein, but they might have chances in the Friday tournament. So there you go. But Office Space is now a 2-timer. So there you go.
Ding, ding, ding.
I've been waiting for Mike Judge to make another movie, but I think he's working on like King of the Hill or something right now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah. Or Beavis Butthead.
Yeah. The next season of Beavis and Butthead, which I love both of those. So I'm a big Mike Judge fan. So
I like the movie they did.
Yeah, it's good. So, but yeah, that's fun. I love me some comedy. So this has been a fun series. We got one more left on Friday, so look forward to that and a championship. So yeah, but so we'll just do some plugs real quick, and that'll be it. So we'll go to JPO first. Where can we find you?
Yes, guys. When I'm not popping up on this channel from time to time, you find me over at the Pierce Co. We do movie trivia. Sometimes we do countdowns, all sorts of shenanigans here. We just had Name That Film yesterday. So yeah, check that out. Also doing the yearly big ass tournament singles wise. Of course, Thursday you'll see a familiar face in the Pester and I, along with Richie and Jacob, talking about wrestling as we gear up for Mania season here. Chamber's only a few weeks away, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Each and every Thursday at 10. Also on the Periscope Thursdays at 8. A call-in show. Want to review a movie? Come review a movie with me and Brandon. Do it. It's pretty fun. I'm a new cast of Iron Survivor over at TBNT, so hopefully I make it far, if not win. I'm going to say my grandma died like Johnny Fairplay, try to get bonus points, stuff like that. Thanks for having me, and until next time.
Yeah, sounds good. Soda, what do you got going on?
Really nothing much. I got another play coming up in my hometown. This one is a Sam Shepard play, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Steven's dad. Good guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, so outside of that, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky and all that crap. It's soda_the_sax man. And I myself am gonna pop out. So thank you very much for having. Looking forward to the next one, guys.
See you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sounds
Soda's
good.
got a pop.
Soda pop, just like the
That should be
outside.
your call off. That actually should be like your signature.
Yeah, right.
I'm Soda, and I'm gonna go pop. Good night.
Pop, yeah, peace. Yeah, and we'll see him back in May with his top. I think 128 is what he said. So yeah. But Steven, what do you got going on?
Well, recently I did a match on GPO's channel. You can check that out. I'll be back here. I think the next one I'm probably not slated back here until the 95 ladder series in April.
Yeah, we got you on all those. So
Yep, I'm here and there.
yeah, cool. Sounds good. And Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, first off, glad we got 80s, 90s, and 2000s films so far through the series. Yep.
Yeah.
Plugs, you
Yeah.
can find me on the Pierce Code, which is ASAS, or calling it a long time first time. Saturday, me, JPO, and Jordan will be on Conqueror's Flesh Channel talking some Sandler.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With Wolfman as well. I'll be back here Friday for part 4. I do matches on Multiplex, Lights Out, and TBNT.
Yeah, sounds good. And Austin, what do you got going on?
Yeah, no. So yeah, just like JPO mentioned, a little Lonely Marks action on Thursday nights. I'll drop the links of those in the Movie Hero Network Facebook group. Yeah, our next wheel of movies will be, what do we spin again?
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to
Oh, yeah,
lose.
Nothing to
That's right.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah, Nothing to lose.
Definitely.
One of speaking of comedy, that's one of Richie's favorites. I haven't seen that movie in about 20 years. So the Martin Lawrence, Tim Robbins.
I'm glad
comedy
Brian's
is
on top of it because I forgot to.
Yeah, I just had to write it down. I would remembered eventually. But yeah, that'll be not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll be doing that, and yeah, and like I said, we saw Princess Bride here tonight, but Monday night will be our recast episode of that. So you can tune in if you're a Princess Bride fan. Tune in for our recast episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And to see which wrestler everyone's going to recast for Andre the Giant. What's it going to
Right.
be? Yeah, yeah. But we already have one in mind, but we'll see. Yeah, you can find us on all the socials at Movie Hero 2121. You can find me at Jordan 83616, and you can find us over in the Movie Hero Network on Facebook. And that's where we're probably the most active over there. So you can go and post your heart's content if it's movie related, pop culture, music, TV, all that stuff, and we'll share it out and try to get you some views, some subscribers, all that stuff. And then also let's see, coming up this week, Brian already mentioned Kyle Curtis Fletch channel. Me and JPO and Brian will be over there doing a top 10 Adam Sandler ranking because we've done it on every other channel, so why not one more? So,
Yeah.
yeah, but and then on Sunday we'll be doing we finally get into our rom-com exhibition match for the Seen and Heard movie trivia, so that will be going on Sunday, so you can tune in for that at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then we still got to schedule our time for best to worst. We ran into a little snag because Dylan Randazzo got some opportunity. I don't know what it is, some big thing. I think maybe he got picked to be on some reality show. That's just my guess. I'm throwing out there because he's going to be busy until December, he says. So I'm like, ooh, okay. But and then Chad Webb, I think, is trying to cut back on doing like other people's shows just a little bit. So if anyone wants to come talk family movies, we'll have you on for best to worst. So just let me know. I've reached out to a couple of people. So once we get 2 more people fully on board, we'll schedule that. But and then we do have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/moviehero, we'll be getting to some Seen and Heard music trivia probably in early March. And let's see, we get into the Seen and Heard music trivia round 2 of our tournament, our very slow burn tournament that we'll be doing as soon as we wrap up the the rom-com exhibition. That'll be the next thing I'll be scheduling. So that should be coming up. And then just what we have coming up for tournament fights and tier ranker. So we already mentioned the mystery tournament. The mystery number 4 for comedy. That's on Friday. So we got that. Then we'll be getting back into TV. Next Tuesday, we'll be doing best TV shows of the 80s. So we got that. And that'll be a tier ranker for that one. And then the following Friday will be the championship for the mystery comedy series. So we'll have that. And then we'll be doing another mystery series all over again. We'll be doing it with action this time. So we all action movies in March. We also got in March the best TV shows of the 70s, and that might be the last one because I think we might just combine 70s and earlier for that, just throwing some earlier stuff. But we'll see. That it's not 100% set in stone, but it's most likely what's gonna happen. I don't think that there's enough to really do too far beyond the 70s. So we'll be doing that. Then we'll get into our next 64 tournament fights unique winners. So all the ones that have won that a tournament, they'll be in their own tournament to see what takes that. And then let's see. We have Austin's birthday episode, which will be a Godzilla. He's got the shirt on, so he's already representing the Godzilla early, you know. So yeah, but yeah, you have to send that list out a little early if you got some recommendation. I'll watch some of those maybe for that. So
sure.
So yeah,
I got a whole bunch of them on my Voodoo, so just go over there and watch
nice.
a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. It sounds
and
like
actually, HBO Max has quite a few Godzilla. They have the rights to them right now, so Max has quite a few.
Okay.
On there,
cool.
yeah, they have all like Godzilla.
Check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we have a best family movie tournament that's going on in April, early April. And then we have our TV championship will be the first Friday in April. Just as long as we don't go with an earlier than 70s match, but I don't think so. I can't imagine. We're just gonna go through and just like make sure though there's not enough like too many 70s shows, but I don't think so. So and then I still haven't found out what Malcolm's doing for his birthday, but we got some time. His will be in early April. And then I'll just throw in just two more. We got the Battle of the Hulks. So we're doing all the Hulks, which I think that a lot of you guys are right that Lou Ferrigno doesn't really have many movies. He just did like some TV, but we got Mark Ruffalo.
Bonkers, weird. Like he did a couple of Hercules movies for Canon Films in the 80s that are bonkers and insane. There are like 2 of those in there, but that's about it.
Yeah,
a lot.
But we'll have Mark Ruffalo, Ed Norton, Eric Bana, and if we want to, we could throw Harrison Ford just a little bit because he is a Hulk now. So I mean,
no, Harrison Ford's too big. No, Harrison Ford would be his own versus against somebody, or
right.
Together. Yeah, he's too big of a star. You can't do it.
Right. But and then we'll have the best movies of '95 that'll be in April. So yeah, but that's basically what we have going on for the next little while. So yeah, but this has been fun, and I think we'll call it good here. So we'll say for JPO, for Matt Mageau, for Steven Shepard, for Brian Nussbaum, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
From Mike Judge, creator of Beavis and Butthead and co-creator of King of the Hill, comes a movie about people who go to work. Who are part of a team.
And remember, next Friday is Hawaiian Shirt Day.
Okay, but I could set the building on fire.
Who respect their boss.
We need to talk about your flair.
Well, I have 15 pieces on.
15 is the minimum. Brian, for example, has 37 pieces of flair on today. And a terrific smile.
And need to escape.
I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm gonna go anymore.
One of these days, I just kick this piece of
I'm thinking now it might be more fun to just get fired. And I've always wondered what that would take.
Oh, Peter, listen.
Well, it looks like you've been missing quite a bit of work lately.
Well, I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
That's just a straight shooter with upper management written all over him.
We're going to be getting rid of these people here. Mr. Samir, okay. Not going to work here anymore anyway.
You haven't been showing up and you get to keep your job.
Actually, I'm being promoted.
Thank you, Bob.
This is a suck.
They're gonna throw you out on the street so that Bill Lumberg's stock will go up. It's completely unfair.
Initech deserves to go down. We're just the guys to do it. Tell me about that virus you're always talking about. The one that could rip off the company for a bunch of money.
I'm not going to do anything illegal, Peter.
Illegal? Samir, this is America. The worst they're gonna do is they put you in a white-collar minimum security resort for a couple of months. You know they have conjugal visits there?
I might be showing them my O face.
Oh.
They let you have sex with women?
They sure do.
Okay, I'll do it.
Office Space.
I know you've been getting pretty depressed about your job and everything, and so I just wanted to tell you, good things can happen in this world. I mean, look at me.